What's happening? What's happening? What's up? What's up? Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's the Bantha Bunch Show. I am your favorite cousin Bill, and I am now today welcome and joined with 5. I don't know. 9 from 9.
What's up, everybody?
From T-Pins. And man, we are ready to get it in. I'm also joined by my special guest host today. The Alex is out of town. He's on vacation. I have a very special guest. It is Lil Faulty. She really is Lil. Yeah, do I have a... There we go. That's an applause for everybody, man. Shout out to everybody who's watching. If you're watching from the Drunk Banthas channel, if you're watching from Nerds at Nights, or from Drunk_Banthas on X. I said it for the first time. Then go ahead.
Ew, I don't like. I didn't even know what you were talking about right there.
Oh, X.
I was like, X, what are you talking about?
Go ahead and give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a pat on the back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all watching and kicking it with us here on the Drunk Banthas. Now, y'all probably like, man, what the fuck? Bantha Bunch show on a Friday? This is wild. This is wild.
It's never been heard of before.
Never heard of. Never been done. Never lost, though. We never lost. So we here to talk about the interesting developments that have taken place with the Puffy situation. It's the Puffy Report going down here tonight. The Puffy Report. We're gonna talk about it, y'all. Puff Daddy has been a bad boy. Been a big
breast milk
boy.
You made my day. Hey.
Oh man, y'all thought it was that breast milk. It is.
Got Shingamavima in the chat right now. What up, fam? What up, fam?
What up? What up?
Going for it.
Going in right now. We're going in right now. Wait, do I have going in stuff?
We're having fun.
I don't have no going in music. I need some like going in shit. You know what I'm saying? All I got is
these nuts.
That's right. Okay. That's not. Yeah, it's not.
I don't know if that's
not the right drop. That's what I'm saying. That's not the drop that you want.
Yeah.
For speaking of these nuts and Welv in the Grade, I should have a video dropping for that for Juneteenth.
Oh
shit. Yeah. Juneteenth. Yeah, I'm going to be working on my coonskin video for Juneteenth.
Oh nice. Oh nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to keep setting this, I guess, every time. I took the thing off. Console.
But with how's everyone doing today?
I'm doing terrible. I'm struggling.
Good. This is what I for people who don't know, when I'm not wearing a hat and I like wash and condition my hair, this is what this stuff looks like underneath the hat.
Wow.
Yeah, man. You know what? I was just looking at a video that we all did. I think it was maybe The Mandalorian or it was Lil Dicky. We were all doing Lil Dicky, or Dave rather, and Terry's hair was so much shorter.
Like so, yeah, it's like I feel like I'm going right now too because it's like, you know, I don't know if I can get the whatever. I'm trying to get my shit back to like, you know, Bill's length or whatever. Yeah, it's gonna get there. It's gonna drape. But yeah, Shingy says 10 years from now we still be on top. Thought I told you that we won't stop.
Hey.
Maybe you should stop. Maybe for a second you should have planned for 20. And you should have planned for 30 than 30 years. Like, right.
Dude,
right. You know, but it's Bad Boy, you know?
Bad Boy.
We saw it. It's in the name.
Bad Boy. Okay, look, so some of y'all probably what the fuck are they talking? What more could you be talking about with Diddy? Like Diddy, I'm tired of Diddy news. Well, I was tired of Diddy news as well, man. But this news that came out is It's too serious. It's too much to not talk about. Can you hear me that foil? We gotta use that as the ashtray. Thanks. Look, it's Mad Hood over here, right? This is an emergency situation. We did not know it was gonna be no live today, but we got to get this information to y'all because see, today or yesterday, the Rolling Stone reported that Puff Daddy, oh my God, is now got paperwork on him, man. They got paperwork on your boy. They talking about taking this nigga to straight jail, cuz now why are they talking about taking Puff Daddy to jail? Well, it's because all of the things that we've heard speculated in the last 3 years or so, it's coming to light that these things have actually been,
I would say damn near 10 years by now.
well, there's things that have specifically been talked about in the last 3 to 4 years that came out via like rumors on the internet and shit, like he said, she said type shit. But now it turns out that those people who were being, coy about their words or kind of hush hush, they actually been talking to the feds, and the feds have it documented on excuse me, in this article that Rolling Stone put out. Now, according to Rolling Stone, this goes back all the way to his time when he was at Howard running parties and running events there. People got shot at one of the basketball events, or like an event that had a basketball game. Some people got shot and killed, and a lot of people got trampled and killed during like people trying to flee from the scene. Like, it was a terrible tragedy, and nobody really knows about that shit. Then you got situations where like a lot of his friends, this is before you know who Bad Boy is. This is before you know who Biggie is. Like, before you know who Craig Mack is, Puffy's getting in all these types of situations. The one interesting thing that came out to me was everybody always assumed, or like I said, it was rumored to be that Puff Daddy was involved with BMF, which is the Black Mafia family, ran by Big Meech and his brother. And for y'all who don't know nothing about that, you know what I'm saying, stay tuned. We're going to get into more depth about all this stuff. But that was always a rumor. Now we know that the FBI is investigating that to be true, implicating these associates and Puff Daddy of trafficking drugs all over the United States of America via private planes, things like liquid cocaine, Molly, and other types of like ecstasy-esque like drugs. So now the reason I say that this implicates a lot of people, I mean, this implicates hip-hop. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna play a video of Jonathan Otis. We're gonna play a video later of him that came out 3 years ago, and people have been like talking about it like with bated breath, right? Like talking about it like, without trying to make a big deal out of it, because you don't know. It sounds like just some crazy motherfucker talking crazy to the
It's hearsay at that point.
But it's not just hearsay. It sounds like a dude's just trying to get out of jail, right? He's telling this elaborate story, and it sounds like this nigga just want to get out of jail. But turns out this isn't an indictment, right? I don't think this is an indictment. So it just turns out that within this report that the FBI is building this case to lock Diddy up for the rest of his motherfucking life. is being alleged that the feds are the ones who released that video of Cassie getting beat up, not because they want to destroy his standing in the public eye, but because they want to be able to build the case and establish that, like, this dude is not a good dude. Like, whatever pushback they may get from corporate America and all this other shit, you have to put it out there so that his character is now assaulted to the fact where no one will want to associate with him, and therefore
ain't nobody gonna be writing them letters of encouragement like what they did with old Hyde. Ashton Kutcher ain't gonna be writing him no letters. Mila Kunis ain't gonna be writing him no letters.
Exactly.
We support him.
Exactly.
Be ahead of that.
Shout out to Morgan. What's up, Fifth Bantha?
So YouTube is working for now, but Xbox Live is down. Shit. I mean, YouTube is going to be your thing for tonight. Then we're here for you.
Right, we're here, baby. If Xbox Live is down, then it should be 13 more people in here at least, y'all. Should be more people in here.
Yeah, we got 22 right now, so
y'all ain't got nothing to do. It's Friday. You ain't got no job, nigga. I'm about to get you high. Oh man. So before we move on, too tough. We're gonna be in Chicago at a date that I'm not going to divulge just because I don't want nothing weird happening. But we are gonna be in Chicago, all four of us here, including Alex. So I was just curious. We was talking about it earlier. What type of food, before we get into this crazy, sad fucking...
No, it's not. Sorry, but no, it's not, Mr. Fifth Bantha. No, it's not.
Oh, YouTube. Fifth Bantha says Microsoft is YouTube too, so hopefully it doesn't mess with the...
YouTube is strictly under the Alphabet Company, or Google, you might call it.
Yeah.
And
YouTube,
different entities, for sure.
Yeah, no, YouTube.
I don't know what's going on with Microsoft right now, but we don't fucking worry about it. They're not paying us.
I was just watching YouTube on the Xbox, so that's crazy that he's having issues. Maybe it's the internet, dog. There was a solar flare, and it was fucking up GPS for real bad during the weekend. So, but anyway, we was talking earlier.
For all mankind.
We was talking earlier off pod about food places in Chicago. We were talking about what kind of food do you not want to eat? So that's an interesting question to me. And Terry was about to give us the goods. What's the type of food that you absolutely I just can't eat this?
Hot dogs.
Valid.
Like, I like sausages and brats, but I just don't like just regular, just hot dogs.
Even if it's all beef?
Yeah, I don't really like hot dogs.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing. It's just it went up. God damn, I just had it to where it wouldn't do this shit, and now I can't figure out how to do it. I just ask her. I just had it to where it wouldn't.
So like Chicago dogs, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, I was actually just about to come at you. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, we're talking about a Chicago trip, and you're saying like you're not even gonna try a Chicago dog, a devil dog.
I don't even like the toppings on it too. So
that's the first thing. Kind of wild though. If for a moment we set aside the DV and sex trafficking, Puff is the exact biographer of gangster rap. The exact biography of gangster rap. Like, it sounds like he did that for real. LOL. Who would have thunk it? Yeah, that's the interesting part about it. Like the what we would have called the nice guy or the pretty boy of the rap game back then is actually like literally he's the super villain. He's like the dude he's the black hoodie guy right now. Like he's the worst.
Super villain, dude.
Yeah, that is facts, Shingy. That is facts. For real, Shingy.
He is oh my god. I cannot believe I can't find this goddamn thing.
But yeah, leave your little, we're just kind of ramping up right now. This has been this is like an emergency type of stream that we're doing right now. So, we're just trying to get our bearings together right now. But let us know in the comments what you guys think about the situation that we're going to be talking about. But also, what is the food that you definitely cannot eat? And it may give us some ideas about how we are going to be celebrating this July 4th all together. And
yeah, okay. Bam. Manual focus. Bam. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong focus. I'm trying to figure it out, dog. I'm figuring it out.
I like a lot of food, but when we're all together, I don't really want to go out and eat Thai food. You know what I mean? It's kind of basic, and I don't want to do that. FYI.
Thai food?
Yeah.
Thai food is basic everywhere except for here at Market. Was it Night Market? Mm-hmm. They got the best Thai food by far.
Yeah, I also say Thai food, and then I'll add in pho. I don't really like pho.
No pho. I ain't pho.
What? You ain't fucking with pho?
I ain't pho.
I've been Vietnam like 3 times already, and I don't like pho.
They got a lot of other good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they have more than pho.
So you would have, if it was a dog, it'd have to be a sausage. Is basically what you're saying. Like he said, he wouldn't eat a.
Was it?
I was slightly confused as to where he was going with it because he was saying dog, and I thought he was going to name a breed of dog, but then he said sausage, and I was like, oh yeah, he meant hot.
Oh, yeah,
y'all think I'm goddamn Manny Pacquiao in this bitch? Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Chelsea, let us know something about a food that you definitely cannot eat. Like that's just out of the question. If you're going to be with a group of people, going to be hanging out, let us know. The 5th Bantha says, I can't eat peaches, like the fruit. That's interesting. I mean, that sucks for you because
he talking about pussy. He wasn't talking about
I mean, that sucks for you either way. That sucks.
It's like a terrible life.
It's one of my favorite pastimes.
Well, I'm gonna take this shot. I don't have a food that I don't like to eat. Wait, what food do I not like to eat? Anything
tomatoes.
With just tomatoes. But I like Italian food. Regular raw.
I don't like raw tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't like raw tomatoes. Yeah, that's.
Oh, really? I can actually if it's like a nice ripe tomato, I can beat.
No, I'm not about to eat.
Bite into it. I can bite into a raw tomato.
You are a goddamn savage, sir.
Yeah.
You got no conscience.
Just Terry, my struggle in the shy. I hear dudes from there say, all this.
I will literally just settle for a deep dish pizza.
We got Chelsea that says, I can't eat raw tomatoes. Grew up watching my dad take a bite out of them with some salt and a cold glass of milk. Okay, the cold glass of milk, that's throwing me off right now.
I don't know about the milk part, but my dad used to just eat raw tomatoes and stuff. I can still kind of taste it, and it's
so it had to be a salt and a cold glass of milk.
Hold on a second.
None of these textures are actually.
I gotta get some answers. Where the hell is your family from, Chelsea?
Yeah,
I need to know where your family is from. Man, this camera make you look good. If you just quit moving up in the goddamn
air.
It
also needs to go down a little bit though too. I feel like that camera is all the way faced all the way up. You know what I mean?
You know what? It's not that. It's
Is it?
I love when it cuts off at your. That's where.
Yeah, it was just like heads. I was just like, dude, you guys.
Still there.
Well, no, she said. My dad's from Kentucky, LMAO.
Well, that was because it shortens.
It was the SS Niger was behind you the whole time, loud and proud.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that. That's good. That's cool. That adds to the show. People be making comments about that. Somebody put in a comment on one of the shorts. They was
we really need to be on kick with that. Just right there, we're gonna get a lot of comments.
We gotta figure out.
Man,
Kick,
it's all about the views. It's all
we gotta figure out Kick because Kick is fucked up. But yeah, I need to know where your family is from. if they
Oh, she said right here. She said
Yeah,
dad's
okay, that
from
makes sense.
Kentucky.
Yep.
I don't know how that makes sense, but
Oh,
whatever.
no, it makes
And
sense.
then
does.
Mama from Palm Beach as well. So it's just
Okay,
like
shout out
all over the place.
But yeah, nah, Pops, you tripping, big dog. I don't know what they look. I once heard a joke about Kentucky. He said, "I don't know if this works in Alabama, but it sure works in Kentucky." Get in the backseat,
Oh.
bitch.
This is like super interesting just because like Shingy says, in case you come across porridge anywhere, I mean you guys know like the Goldilocks or whatever. You guys know porridge,
porridge.
right? But I love porridge. I remember my mom used to make porridge on like winter like snow days and shit. Like it would be just like
I just don't even like the word
porridge.
It's
Okay,
Yeah.
can you explain
Yeah,
something?
it's almost
would you like some porridge?
yeah,
No,
it's like
Fuck out of here.
This right now, you are Nerds at Night delegate to our porridge delegate. I just want to know
Mhm.
what the fuck is the difference between oatmeal and porridge? Because
It's not much really.
porridge is
Yeah,
just
you're
like
gonna
cooked oatmeal.
I feel like porridge is just like more made in bulk. Maybe I don't know. I have no
Porridge
idea.
is
I think there's more cornmeal in porridge. It's
porridge
like
is
cornmeal.
cornmeal, is it?
Yeah, like there's more
cornmeal?
cornmeal. Yeah, there's cornmeal. It's cornmeal.
Yeah, because oatmeal is just oat. Porridge is starchy plants, typically grain.
Yeah.
So,
But like if you add that like apple cinnamon flavor or even like peanut butter in there,
Okay, so
and then you're waking up on imagine you're in 7th grade or whatever, and you're waking up and you think you're about to go to school, but it's actually snowing outside. It's snowing heavy outside, and you just wake up to the smell of porridge.
oh, here what it is.
No.
running down the stairs.
Oatmeal is a porridge, but not all porridges are oatmeal.
Man, get
Okay. Right.
sounds like
Yeah.
black folks is niggas, but not all niggas is black folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here. Oatmeal
Oh,
is a
like you
porridge.
just
It's
said,
just
yeah,
cornmeal
exactly,
porridge.
right.
It's typically just called porridge.
Porridge, yeah.
I just invited Shingy to come on to talk about because he actually hit me up about this bar right here to just add some more context. Shingy Mavima is actually a
rapper,
quasi hip hop historian.
Does he rap?
So he has a lot of he's got a published paper, peer-reviewed paper out that's about like battle rap. And
Does he rap?
type of shit. Yeah.
I was just trying to remember. I thought so. I just couldn't,
Yeah,
all
so
you
we'll be
black
talking about
people
that
game
quite a
is,
bit.
I don't know what y'all black
And
people
we will be
names. Y'all look the same.
Why is yo, Sarah, get your man. What the fuck is going on over here? You're gonna just let him talk to us like that?
Oh,
What the fuck?
Everyone.
it's like crazy. I just told somebody in the weed shop. This dude at the weed shop, the owner, he's like, is busy. He's mad. Like he's like, yo, overwhelmed because there's a lot of people in there. And I was just like, he went and talked to this girl before he talked to me. I've been in there like 4 people before her. It's like 6, 7 people in here waiting. He went up, talked to her. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And everybody looked up. He was just like, I was like didn't say nothing. Then the dude was just like immediately like, everybody in here is gonna get a free pre-roll. And I was like, I don't fucking like pre-rolls. Fuck pre-rolls. I don't smoke pre-rolls, nigga. And so then they came over to help me first. I was like, man, fuck pre-rolls. I don't want that shit. You know what I'm saying? I felt like B Rabbit. Fuck free world. 313. You know what I'm saying? So I talk crazy to everybody. It just depends on what mood I'm in.
And also, if I step in, it'll just get worse. Just so you know.
Oh, probably.
I mean, this is what the podcast is all about, like getting worse.
All right.
Oh, we get
Step
worse.
in on it, bro. Step on it.
We get worse over here, man. We get worse. That's why we try to stay positive over here. It's all about positivity. At the band,
I got an Incredible Hulk going right now.
You got Incredible Hulk on. God damn, boy, you
God
this nigga.
Woo.
That's
Never.
wait a minute. Let me remember what Incredible
That's
Hulk.
what Diddy. That's what Diddy.
Incredible Hulk is Hennessy
Hypnotic.
and Hypnotic, right? Okay, yeah, okay. I was just trying to make sure I remember.
I can't. I was drinking that was like, you know, when people talk about a drink that they can never drink again because it'll make them vomit immediately. That is mine. Because I was like,
put that on your list of things.
16, 17 at like a friend's house.
You
had kind of irresponsible parents that were like, if you kids can drink as long as y'all just stay here. And it was like, well, fuck yeah.
Yeah, just like
New Year's. He was like, you ever had an Incredible Hulk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm a fucking child. No, I'm not. I am underage. No, I have not.
Yeah, why the fuck would I have had an Incredible Hulk?
You know what's better is what's they call it, a Thug Passion. That's a better one. Y'all know what a Thug Passion?
What is that? What's that?
Alizé and what?
I don't know.
It's Alizé and Hen Dog.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, it could be turned up just a little bit more.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna turn it up.
You know where you'll drink a lot of Hennessy at is at a Vietnamese wedding.
Why?
I don't fucking know, man. I just been to a couple, and that's just their drink. They love fucking Hennessy.
So interesting.
And they love, cognac.
They just like cognac. Okay.
No one gets that. No one seen the Ocho Cinco interview.
He said, did he say cognac?
Cognac.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
He said cognac.
He went hard into saying cognac.
Carte Blanche type of shit.
And then he questioned, well, why is it spelled this way and not the other way?
I know what you're talking about on Shay Shay. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that episode. I watched that live. Yeah, nigga was like,
cognac.
Oh, hey, if they win and we go out together, you know what? I might drink some of that cognac with you. Because you know what? I'm not a drinker, but it's such a special occasion. I would drink some cognac with you. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I like that. Yeah, that sounds good. And Shannon Sharp was like,
There's no one like off the side was like cognac. It's cognac.
You know it's cognac. Because his his wife Rel, and she's like, it's cognac, and he's like, and Shannon's like, yes, it's cognac. You know it's cognac. Yes, it's the way you pronounce it. It's cognac. I wasn't gonna say nothing because you from the country. I'm from country. Hey, I don't make. Hey, look, hey,
I'm gonna let you do. And because he got mad, he was like, "Why have you been letting me say it like that?"
Yeah, he's like, "Look, I'm just letting you do you. You know, hey,
yeah, I'm just letting you do
you just gonna let me say cognac? Come on, you just gonna let me just sit there.
And then he's gonna say, Ocho Cinco, we know you just a little bit slower than everybody else.
Yeah.
And then he didn't catch it.
Just let it. Hey, just let it go. Just let it go. I'm trying to get you in here just a slight a bit more. But
honestly, and now every time I see cognac, I'm never gonna pronounce it right. Even if I'm just trying, because I'll do it on purpose, but then it'll get to the point to where it's not on purpose anymore. Like I can barely say shrimp half the time because I have an aunt and she's pronounces shrimp like scrimp.
Scrimp.
And I would do that to make fun of her, and now I inadvertently be like, yeah, scrimp sounds good.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with
like,
scrimp.
what the fuck did you just say? I was like, shrimp.
My granddad used to call chicken sheekin. He'd say sheekin. Ooh, and if you was like hype, you say, "Hey, granddad, can we go down to the what you call?" It used to be a store down the way that was like almost like a gas station, but you went in there. It was a gas station, but you went in there and they had fried chicken, like mashed potatoes, baked mac and cheese.
Yeah, well, I know about like gas stations that got good food. People don't understand it, and I'm just like, you just don't. You're not from the South. You don't get it.
I don't understand, baby. You don't understand, baby.
Get some good food from the gas station.
Woo! Some of the best you ever had in your motherfucker.
Ours was called Poochie's. It was a Chevron, and like the actual store, like so it was a Chevron gas station, but the store itself was called Poochie's. And they had some of the best boudin balls you could get.
Boudin
balls?
Boudin, yeah.
So that's what's that, Chinese or Japanese? What's that?
Boudin is Cajun, my guy.
Boudin.
Please don't get stabbed up in here.
Shit, man. I'm trying to figure out what it is, man. That look
It's from
Boudin
Louisiana.
sound like, don't that sound?
Sounds Thai, yeah.
That sound Asian. I guarantee you there's some Boudin something, and it might be boo
So
boo.
now we know.
It might be doo doo, whatever it means. It might mean doo doo, but I'm just saying it sounds very Asian. But where is it from? What is a Boudin? Is it
Boudin, it's pork intestine filled with like ground pork and like dirty rice, Cajun rice in it.
Oh, hell to the motherfucking no.
No, man, it's fucking delicious. You don't even know.
Bro, I used to have to do that shit, so I'm good off of it. We used to do that shit.
You don't know.
Shout out to Montgomery, shout out to Raymond, shout out to goddamn Grady, Alabama, shout out to goddamn Gus Urquhart Way, shout out to Old Long Road. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm shouting out the whole motherfucking Montgomery County in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? We was pulling out intestines, chopping hogs' heads off, popping them ears off, them the snouts, putting them in the jars. You know what I'm talking about? Bow, bow. Fifth Bantha know what I'm talking about too, because he been down there. I took him down there.
Sean is my fave.
Yeah, Morgan. See, Morgan won't eat no chitlins, but he gonna eat boudin.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know fucking chitlins either. You ain't no chitlins, no tripe, hog maw. I don't
No tripe.
Like,
yeah, I actually don't like any. Like it just.
That's what y'all eating. Y'all eating the intestine though.
Chicken feet.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's not the same when you like. It's just like a small sausage casing is what the boudin is. That's basically it is. Have you ever had rice dressing?
No, I've had rice pudding.
No,
I like dressing.
Okay, do you know about cornbread dressing?
Yeah. I make that.
Yeah.
I make that.
Okay, so replace the cornbread but with rice.
Okay, got it.
Replace the cornmeal with rice?
Yeah.
Huh. Roll Tide. I mean, look, I'm not mad at
add like pork meat to it.
You know what I'm talking about? I ain't mad at it. Look, I'll tear it up. Don't get me started. I will tear it up. I think I should have put this in the Discord. I didn't put it in.
But it's like pork sausage rice dressing.
Pork sausage rice dressing.
Yeah.
Sound like my new album. Title of my new album. Pork sausage rice dressing. It's a country album.
We're gonna have to go to I guess Louisiana, y'all, and I gotta take y'all to eat some.
Look, I'm good. I've been to Louisiana.
I'm trying to go to New Orleans.
You ain't eating right.
New Orleans again.
I ain't never got it.
Like New Orleans ago. Oh dang! There's a Discord now, Rachel V. So that's actually the 900 Yards Discord. I will actually try to post that into the description below, like right now, or I could just send you like a specialized like invite or whatever, because I'm surprised that you're not in the Discord by now.
Yeah, I'm surprised. But you know what?
She
doesn't stay to the end on the lives because it's late.
Yeah.
So she might have just missed it a couple of times that we talked about it, because we don't necessarily make it a big part of the our rundown and the announcements. But shout out to Rachel V. If y'all don't know Rachel V, show her some love in the comments, because she'll show you some love, because guess what? That's all she's about. Love, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I forgot that it does that. Back on. I forgot that it does.
You know, it'd be crazy if I can like control your Zoom just by also doing that.
Dude, that would be insane.
That means though.
If you guys could control my shit, then I'd be real. Actually, it'd probably be better at this point. But for dramatic effect, we can always just be like, hey, bring it in on me. No, don't worry about her. Just bring it in closer to me.
No, don't say that. Don't be rude. Right there. Boom. Got you.
Wow,
I got you right there. I feel like I had a little bit of a preamble. But yeah, this has all been about Bad Boy for Life.
Yeah.
I can do that.
The title of this video is Dum Dum Diddy. In case you're reading it and you don't know how it's supposed to sound, it's Dum Diddy. And that nigga right there is dumb as hell. Now let's just talk about one of the allegations, right? One of the main allegations that stands out is, well, not an allegation. This is just like one of the pieces of evidence that they've confirmed that they have received out of the raid from Diddy's house is a video of him beating a sex worker, male sex worker, after what I'm assuming is sex, because how else do you know he's a sex worker? If he wasn't having sex with him and some money was exchanged hands in some kind of way. So yeah, that dude is alleged to be the Jonathan Oddis, Oddis, is I think how you spell his last name. I don't know how you pronounce that, but he is definitely not from America. He's got a very thick accent. I'm just saying, he's not great at English.
Which America?
Yeah, right. I didn't see
enhance Bill. Chelsea's at her keyboard doing like
zoom in, enhance.
Oh,
what? This nigga had a thought. Look at that.
No, I just apparently you can leave markers.
Markers where?
I don't know. I just like clicked all across the like keyboard, and then it said it just left a marker. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that because
where
that will be.
Was it in StreamYard or YouTube?
Yes. On the
son of a bitch.
Because we've been.
I know there's a way for us to leave like keywords, and then if somebody
that's all BTS. That's all BTS. Let's move on.
Okay. Yeah, we got. You know what? Y'all just got
enhance, Bill. Enhance.
Zoom in, enhance. Zoom in and enhance. Put it on me. No, but yeah. So when they went into that house and they raided that motherfucker, they got something. So Diddy's oldest son, who made that diss record to 50 Cent, talking about they ain't get the real shit because they ain't checked the house that we own next door because they ain't know we owned it. First of all, you's a stupid bitch for telling on your dad.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
And then the second thing is, nigga, they still found some shit, you dumb motherfucker. Because guess what? It was shit that you didn't know about, nigga. I know your daddy wasn't telling you that he was fucking niggas in the butt. No, he wasn't telling you that. No, he wasn't telling you that. So you need to be careful, sir.
If you're ever curious about why there's someone at the door, I think. Hold on. I didn't even hear it. Didn't even hear it.
Wow, what in the world is going on? Somebody go check Sarah, can you check the back door?
Someone might be at the door right here. Oh, hey, look who it is. It is the author, writer, philanthropist, playboy, and bad boy Diddy fan over here, Shingy Mabima. And we can't hear him, apparently. Oh, now he muted himself. He muted himself. It's kind of crazy. It said, "Welcome, Chingy."
No, I'm back. I was playing on multiple screens, so I wanted to mute myself until I sorted that out. So you know,
yeah, you're good. You're good. You don't want to say too much crazy on the other screens. I understand. You gotta make sure other people ain't hearing what you're saying because you know what I'm saying. You might.
He's in a Zoom meeting.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to be in a meeting and then be Michael Tubin. Remember Michael Tubin? Y'all don't remember Michael Tubin. Yeah,
no, I don't know who Michael Tubin is. You want to enlighten us?
Oh, you want to know? Oh, well, Michael Tubin was in a meeting. See, he knows Michael Tubin. Michael Tubin used to work for CNN, and they was on a Zoom meeting during the pandemic, and he thought he had closed his laptop or switched the screen or whatever his excuse was, but he cranked down, is what I'll say. He some people call it fapping it. He
Okay, so wait, hold on. So it's Tubin with a Tubin.
Well, just like it sounds, yeah. So Michael, is it Michael Tubin? Yeah, Michael Tubin. Yeah.
It's not Michael Rubin.
No, dog. He's got the perfect name for a nigga who gets caught beating his thing, bro. Got the perfect name for beating that thing. Trying to tell you, name is Michael Tubin. You know what I'm saying? And
can't find it.
Is it not Michael Tubin? Maybe it's Tubin. CNN, Tubin, masturbation.
Oh, Tubin, Toobin. Okay. Is back. Oh, he's back at CNN after 8 months.
Well, everybody that was there and seen his dick already. So
after exposing himself on Zoom. Damn.
Yeah. Come on, man. Whatever. Everybody already saw my dick. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. How fair and honest can I be?
I mean, look.
And I mean, nothing that happened in lockdown counts. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like,
right. Yeah.
We were all going through it.
Yeah, we all did this.
That's right. Yeah. That's, you know what? That's true. It's probably some
trying to figure out this whole Zoom thing.
That's probably what Diddy told to a lot of dudes too. Hey, just because I pop your booty, that don't mean.
Chelsea said, "Oh, the guy that was beating the hog on Zoom." She's like, "Oh, right, that guy, Tubin, yeah, Tubin."
She's familiar with this.
That fucking guy. Everybody remembers Anthony Weiner because he had his name is Weiner. And
Weiner. Yeah. Dude, my favorite part about Anthony Weiner is that his screen name was yeah, that is really wild. Pause. No Diddy. My favorite part about Anthony Weiner, no Diddy, is the fact that his like screen name was Carlos Danger.
Yeah. No, you know what?
Whatever. Like I just keep on like that's like ingrained into my head.
Carlos Danger.
I just think that's the kind of name you should have if you are gonna have a burner account. Like if you're gonna have a burner account, go all the way.
Right.
Don't just
that's a good name. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
As far as that stuff goes, that's like you know,
that's what you want, right? Like because you don't want to be somebody finds your burner account and it's April Moynihan 6751333. Like, no shit, nigga. Like, you want to have.
But like the craziest part about it is that now, like even probably then, you could probably just use the screen name of Anthony Weiner, and it's just like still like people are like it's not going to be the Anthony Weiner.
I'm going to just tell you, if you are the Anthony Weiner or you're somebody that famous or recognizable. And you're going to create a burner account only to send your dick and face to women, then you probably should just call it Anthony Weiner.
I like how you're saying it's just dick and face. Like it's like
like you send your dick and show your face and just dick and face.
Right. Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You show
like there's no torso. It's just dick face.
It's like a nigga
balls. No, that statue.
It's like a nigga who robs you without a ski mask on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that motherfucker does not care. Okay?
But let me just say though that the level of political engagement in the U.S. is such that a political figure, unless you're like the president or somebody like that, or somebody who's like in that space, you can probably get away with people not recognizing, like a bunch of people not recognizing you if you're a political figure.
Oh yeah,
winner, and you call yourself Carlos Danger. I think I like my chances here, man. Like I think a lot of people don't know that. I think we know Anthony Weiner because of all this stuff. Like I don't think I would know who he was.
I definitely would have known, but I'm very much so involved in my own I participate in my democratic existence.
I am,
but
I hope he's doing good. You know what I mean? Like I hope he's okay.
Let me tell you, like, he's got the kind of confidence that I know he's doing okay. Let me just tell you. Oh, I like Chelsea's burner account name right there.
Chelsea's hold on, Rachel B. Tony Weiner 69. Tony Weiner 69. Yeah, like you know what I mean. like everybody's just gonna be like, oh, it's it's probably Anthony Weiner. It's like the trail is going to go cold. I feel like the burner should be called Anthony's Wiener, just to differentiate it from the real account, right? Yeah.
Exactly. He was
Anthony's
ahead of his
Wiener,
time.
right?
If he'd have just started OnlyFans account,
Yeah.
none of this would have been a big deal. Like this.
Oh, I like how because I was just about to say this, Rachel. I was like, I think Tony Wiener 69 is probably going to be the one.
Tony Wiener.
Rachel is just like, never mind. Chelsea wins. She conceded.
I think
she conceded.
Chelsea would definitely wins the burner account name, but I think Rachel just figured out a whole way for him to have not had to go.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. She was speaking more into the specifics of like getting away with it.
Yeah.
Now, tonight's game is going to be what is P Diddy's burner account name? That is tonight's game.
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and guess right now.
And tonight's segment, the main segment tonight that I have in the that I put in the private chat is, the episode title is Dum Dum Diddy, but the chapter name for this, if you want to skip to it, it's Diddy has been a Rolling Stone.
Diddy's been a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat, he got domed. From about 3 guys.
Hey, Bill, I meant to ask. You mentioned April Moynihan, and you put a bunch of numbers after that. Did you just come up with that? Because that's an oddly specific name. Is that somebody in the room?
That was literally like off the dome, bro. Crazy with it. So.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I gotta say that Bill has like a weird.
Right now. I just made up this Diddy song right now. What y'all talking about?
April Moynihan. That's great.
Shout out to April Moynihan's out there. I don't mean to offend any April Moynihan's that was offended during the making of this podcast. I do apologize.
There's a story out of the UK where, of course, football. The real football, soccer is a big deal out there, right?
The real football, boo, boo.
So there's a player who played for Arsenal, again my favorite team. He's from Cameroon. His name is Kolo Toure. You would think like somebody who plays football in England is like royalty, right? And he played, he was played in a dominant team, so people would know him. This is like 20 years ago, and he was cheating on his girl, right? That's him, yeah. He was cheating on his girl. He was cheating on his wife, with this woman. And he told this woman that he was a car salesman. And it went on for a long time. I was like, how do you not figure this out? I just thought of that when I talked about Anthony Weiner and people not being able to figure out. Yeah, this is the story right here.
Wow. It's incredible.
I love it. That's how disconnected
you know what?
women are from sports.
Can I just say something? I'm gonna let y'all a little bit.
Right. Hold on. What did you just say, Frothy?
I just said I love it. I guess that's how disconnected we girls can be from professional sports.
Dude, like that you're actually just like dating someone that's like not just like any team or just like doing this as a hobby, like Arsenal. Like in Arsenal.
That team went undefeated in 38 games. That team is known as it's the only thing that's ever happened. So he is all over the news. But also, got some friends, right, who also might just recognize him. But no, he's like, this
crazy. This nigga sell like ice cream and shit. This nigga got to be in like commercials all over the place. This bitch ain't got
right.
This bitch,
yeah.
He be seeing him and be like, damn, he look just like my boyfriend. It's crazy.
Yeah, like you're just walking down, like just like on the like you're like walking past a pub or someone and like or something, and like people are just like, damn,
right?
And you're like, yeah, like that. I got to do that. Looks just Adelius in the house. Watch your mouth. He says sugar cookies and breast milk would be Diddy's burner account name. That is the first candidate of best whatever. And a car salesman is hilarious. Yeah, that is actually.
I have told girls crazier shit and they've believed it. So
Okay.
I mean,
Tell us what.
oh, sorry. Trying to seem like you give me on the spot. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, tell us what. Yeah,
No,
well.
I'm gonna tell you. Look,
Give him a hard time about it too.
I should be given a hard time about it, not as much as they should be given a hard time, because I used to tell girls, me and the homies, we used to go out, and we go out deep, you know what I'm saying? It's like 13 of us, or like maybe even 25 of us, going out. And then we just tell everybody, like, yo, we play for the Braves. Yeah, I play for, I grew up in Birmingham, you know what I'm saying? So go to the beach or something. Like, yeah, I used to play for the Atlanta Braves. And motherfuckers be like, what? We're like, what? Because you are big. I'm like, yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? I used to play for them. But, I blew my knee out. But yeah, my homie right here, he still played. That's why we out here right now. Yeah. And boom, you know what I'm saying? Cheeks. Right off the top.
And being that thirsty. And I'm like lying about my.
I'm not lying about everything. Not lying about everything.
He's a 9 snitching on Bill's pimping. Yeah. Let me put mine.
Hey, Bill.
I'm still wearing the shirt though.
Yeah. Any questions? Any questions after this little seminar? Any questions?
No. I mean, Chingy, you got one?
Yeah. And I don't know if you've ever used this 9. We've never really spoken about game tactics, you and I. Well, maybe we have.
I don't got game, bro.
But I think because
I don't play no games.
But because I think I sound way more African than you do, especially when I do this, it works better for me. So I used to tell when I first got here, because I realized that if I'm gonna be hated on for this in some spaces, I better maximize how much I win due to it in other spaces. So I'll tell them my father is king of a small African country. And make myself sound and play on that sort of man. That gave me
you used to get game off of that right there.
Oh my god,
the kingdom of Zamunda.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, like, how would you ever back that up? Just because, like, we're broke, bro.
Time out. I need a timeout button. I need a button that say timeout, because look, you telling me right now, you telling us, all the world, all 30 people that's listening right now, you telling us
30 people, yeah,
that you used to run the Nigerian Prince game in real life, not on the internet, not on the web, not on the like spam email, like none of that. You running, I am the Nigerian Prince on bitches in real life. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. I got something for you, sir.
You're right.
Lord have mercy. How in the world we just got to goddamn just, and then for them bitches that's falling for it.
Yeah, I mean, we're I think,
man.
I mean, most of this panel is still singles, so. Or half of this panel is still single.
No, man. That was good.
Work.
That's a good one. What's the best pickup line you've used? Put it in the comments. Male, female, whoever you are, put it in the comments. Let us know your best pickup
line that you've used or you've heard or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, as we are getting on to this,
all bad answers, by the way.
I'm gonna have to change these.
I need all bad answers for those questions, by the way. All bad answers. Give us your best pickup line. Let's go. Best one will get a t-shirt, a Drunk Bantha's t-shirt, and you can get yourself one on your own by going and clicking in the description. You can go ahead and click the merch right here. If you're on Twitter, you need to go over to the Drunk Bantha's channel or Nerds at Night and go ahead and click that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Read it, Shingy. Read it.
Othelia says, "Be honest, Shingy. Were they white women?"
No, no. You would think, right? But I think it was a cross. It was a cross spectrum, because I think, and again, I need you to remember this is a much younger version of me, early 20s and so forth. But I think the African diaspora, right? is very much.
Oh, here this nigga goes.
It's very much intrigued by
right here. Don't look in his eyes, y'all. Don't look in his eyes. This is how you be getting them bitches.
Because I think the African diaspora is keen to re-engage. So I mean, this is not painting me out to be a saint. It's keen to engage with things that seem to be very profoundly African in that way. Right. Now, I think white women usually have their means set and whatever. For them is the fascination, but so that'll be that. But for other folks, it will be more like, oh wow, this guy is really. This is as African as it gets, you know what I mean? And
you gotta be careful with
to that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it is both, but
I just want to let you know, like in places in the South, you gotta be careful with that. Because white bitches know Africa in the South. You know why? Because them bitches be going to church. They do the missions. And they do the missions on the youth groups. In the mega church, they be going to all the African nations. So you gotta be careful, because you tell them that you're the prince, and they be like, "Oh my God!" And I say they gonna love you, but they gonna want to go. They gonna be like, "Okay, I just went to this place in New Guinea," and you be like, "Damn, this bitch, fuck, I should have." Why did I say,
Bill? Well, I got you. Yeah. So here's my out with that. And I'll tell you, like, man, yeah, I was in New Orleans for a conference the other time, and I was there with objectively more attractive peer of mine, this other guy, and this woman says to him at the club, white woman, oh man, I would risk bringing you around to my parents, right? That's her pickup line. I'm chilly chill on the side, and she goes, well, I would bring to scare them. I'm like, holy shit, what kind of nonsense is that, bro? But
I'm sorry, I was rolling this blunt and I need that on the show.
But to your point about people calling me out on that, if anybody ever called me out on it, then the conversation would involve, nah, I'm just playing, then it would be real, you know what I'm saying? But if you're like on the level that falls for that without querying it, then it is what it is. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Now, I just want to go ahead with this one comment that is a pickup line. We got one pickup line. Come on, y'all, come with your pickup lines, because I don't want this to be the last one. But I know this one personally because I used to say this one. Hey, girl, let me touch you where you pee, girl. That's
you.
Shout out to Will the Thrill. Shout out to Will the Thrill, man. I raised that little nigga, man. He did say that though. He did say that, and then niggas started using it.
What's the success rate on that line? That sounds like a
success rate. That's a 50-50. That's a good damn success rate. Because what's gonna happen is she's gonna automatically be like off, like, what did this nigga just say? But like, damn. But no, she's gonna be like, damn, he do got a nice voice though. And damn, like he cute though, but what is he talking about? And then she gonna be like, but he does know about the anatomy.
Yeah. He's comfortable with pee.
He's clearly gonna know what to do. And then he liked pee-pee, right? So then she's gonna be fine. You just say, hey girl, let me touch you where you pee, girl. And boom goes the dynamite. Trust me, works 50% of the time. And that's
listen. I can't stand you, motherfuckers, bro. What the fuck is this? What are we talking about? I can't even believe that this is in my headphones right now. Call Dr. Umar. You probably got him on speed dial, Athelius. Yeah, man. They love to go on mission. So actually, you know what? I'm not even going to talk. Harriet Tubman and Robert Mugabe turning in their graves, hearing that story about Shingi's co-worker. I love like how, why'd you have to bring up Robert Mugabe on this shit too.
Yeah, he put Robert
YouTube,
Mugabe.
bro. YouTube is literally fighting against us right now. Before we move on to the actual main topic, we move back yeah, we move back. But like before I say that, Sarah, what's your take on this conversation right now?
The PP one?
Yeah,
I'm not surprised that works.
I want to hear your best pickup line or your the best one that you've heard.
Oh shit. I cannot even recall. Like
now you hit her now you put her on the spot and she don't want to.
I've been putting people on the spot, bro. That's what I do. I crash out.
I've been trying to think of one that's wild and people say wild shit.
You can think about one. Terry, you got one?
Not really. I would always just be like, you want to go get some coffee?
Get some coffee is a good one. That means you want to get some pussy. But if you ask a girl, do you want to go get some coffee? That means you just said, do you want to go get some dick? Because I got some dick for you at the crib. You want some?
Yeah. Hell, you're lying, bro. Come on, man.
What?
No, because it's all the girls I could ask for coffee. I'm asking you, bitch, because I like you.
I think he's lying for me. I'm right.
I'm just telling you.
That's not a date. That's not dinner. That's not a long movie. That's like to the point. Like
straight to the point. But it's consent. This is how you establish consent. For all you people out there who believe in blue pill, red pill shit, I'm gonna just sit here and get you straight. All you can do is come right here on the Bantha Bunch, sit on the couch with your boy Bill, your favorite cousin, and I'll tell you how it goes. Okay, look, check it out. The way that you used to go about building consent, you should go about doing it right now. It's all you have to do is you have to say, "Excuse me, miss. Hey, excuse me, miss. I just wanted to say, I heard you over there talking. I was just wondering if you'd be interested in going with me to get some coffee." And boom, she know what time it is. She know what time it is,
bro.
Yo, Chelsea is wild for that one. She says, "Hey, beautiful, does this cloth smell like chloroform to you?" Like, what the fuck?
First of all, I said
no. I think that's just like a common joke or whatever.
All bad answers only.
Oh,
all bad answers. I need all bad. That's a good bad answer. That's a t-shirt worthy bad answer. DM me in the Instagram. DM me in the Instagram.
Chelsea, we going ham right now. You should hop on the. You should hop on the chat. It's an open session. It's an open session.
It's a forum. This is a forum.
It's a whole open forum or whatever. This is an open letter to Diddy right now that we're doing right now.
That's wild though, because I think that Chelsea comment actually like pivots us back to Diddy pretty.
Yeah. That's some bad boy shit, right? That's some bad boy shit.
I had one line that tangentially links to Diddy, which is because about 12 years ago, a song with Fab, and Fab is the Diddy connection here. Again, it's tenuous, but there's a song called "Remember the Titans" that Fabulous, Lloyd Banks, Joe Budden, and Royce the 5'9" are on. And Fab said something that I thought was really dope. That sort of, it's a bar, right?
It was fabulous.
It says, "I rarely hear no. Like bitches when you ask them to, as like when you ask to marry them or something like that, you know." And I realized for a brief period that there is, again, this is very diabolical, and you really have to be like on some other stuff. I realized evoking marriage at that, you know what I'm saying, is one hell of a line, bro. Like that, girls really like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, So I would like,
you said at a certain age, like that shit works all the time.
Like that's
yeah.
You just say that
your works on anybody from 25 to 51. That works. Anybody from 25 to 51. Let me touch you where you pee, girl. That works. Morgan said, "Hey girl, wanna fuck." That is one that I did hear back in the day. Marcus used to use that one. that has about a 7% success rate.
Yeah.
But I have seen it work though.
There's that one girl.
You run down. If it's
yeah.
200 girls in the whole building,
Just ask all of them.
just ask all of them. Just ask all of
It's
them.
gonna have 7. Yeah. Who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows what's gonna happen?
Just go ask everybody. But
okay.
yeah, bringing it back to chloroform. From chloroform,
Can we? Can I just go into our main topic now?
yeah, no, I'm saying I'm going in from chloroform to kidnapping, and that is one of the biggest things that Diddy has to worry about. You see, Puff Daddy, that video that came out where him attacking Cassie. See, he didn't just beat her, but he drug her back to the room. What we have to assume is back to the room, and that is technically kidnapping, taking someone against their will. He drug her more than 4 feet, so that would be kidnapping. This assault charge would be falling outside of the statutes of limitations, but kidnapping in the state of California, there is no statute of limitations, so that will be one of the charges that gets brought up. You can guarantee it. Also, this motherfucker,
Look at him in his towel and shit. What the fuck?
this motherfucker paid people, as we know, to get rid of this tape. So that's it.
Yeah.
So that there you go. You're gonna have to like deal with that shit.
And that's a trigger warning too, because like I played that without a trigger warning, but like this video is like disgusting.
It's disgusting.
Like, when I first saw this video, or like when I first saw like proliferating around the internet or whatever, or like the headline, I was just like, oh, it's going to be like some, maybe some like this type of thing, or like on the realm of like the Beyonce, Jay-Z elevator type of video, where it's like just kind of like this, but this is like way more
with a domestic violence situation.
This is
not what
fucked up.
But also that means you didn't read the actual lawsuit that she brought against him, because
you can just like voice this shit like
so she,
I like how
people just listening,
leaving addendums. Yeah,
it was a serious moment. I didn't want to interrupt.
Right. Yeah, we're doing we can. I'll start it, and then we can maybe get to that later. Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of so what happens after that is Diddy apologizes, right, on video. So what he did was he admitted to committing this crime, and this is a lawyer's worst fucking nightmare. Your client going on the internet and apologizing for a crime that he's just been not only accused of last year in November that he settled for, but also the video has come out of exactly what she depicted or described in the lawsuit. So yeah, I don't see how he does not do jail time unless see, he's being accused of having ties to Black Mafia family and selling drugs, distributing drugs across the country, across the world, and if that kind of shit is true, plus he's implicated in all this other stuff, on his own, not just the Cassie thing, but beating prostitutes and all this shit. This dude could flip on a bigger person and still end up not getting no jail time. So, because you got to remember, if what the Rolling Stone article is alleging or reporting. I can't say alleged. They are reporting. If that what they are reporting is true, 100% true, then that means he could easily flip on somebody else that's bigger than him. Like
You said the Rolling Stones or
the Rolling Stone
or,
article
yeah.
that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. And can I just like do a quick segue? Because what I was going to do is try to go through the Rolling Stones article. So it says Bad Boy for Life, Sean Combs, History of Violence for Decades. Sean Diddy Combs was hip hop's boisterous showman. Now dozens of former friends, employees, and bad boy artists alleged an abuse menacing figure behind the facade. I'm not going to subscribe or log in. So we will be using a different source that kind of like outlines the attack, and that will be from Vibe, the Vibe website, Vibe magazine.
Vibe.
So just to let you
It's
know,
Vibe.
you can continue with that.
Yeah, damn. If I'd have thought about that, I would have gone ahead and got a subscription, a little bullshit subscription, really quickly because because I can cancel it. I just need it for this article. It's a pretty long article from what I've heard. They did a lot of research starting back in November, and I'm sure they already had a lot of stuff that they've reported on Diddy in the past. So they put together something pretty extensive. I mean, they said that there's like, I'm pretty sure it's over 100 people who have been interviewed and by the FBI and have corroborated certain things that he's been accused of, not just that we've heard of, but other things. And they definitely found other evidence other than the evidence that we were talking about where he assaulted the male sex worker. There's more evidence other than that. Evidence is just intentions to blackmail, and evidence that he kept Cassie on lock based on the things that she alleged in her lawsuit. So if you don't know about what she was talking about in the lawsuit, she basically talked about how he made her a sex slave and she wasn't allowed to leave, and he forced her to perform acts on other people and with other sex workers. And so they're trying to establish like not only that she couldn't leave, that she was in a bad situation. That's not what they're just trying to portray. They're trying to say that, yo, this dude is a sex trafficker. Like, this dude is capable of keeping someone against their will, along with the other long line of shit that they got going on. In the article also, they say that they're building a case to make sure that this is a open and shut case. They're not going to pull out an indictment on this man until they know there's no way you can get up out of this. And so the only scenario I see happening going forward is that he's going to prison, or he's going to snitch on somebody that is even bigger than he is, or just divulge all the information on how all of this shit works. You know what I'm saying? If there really is a cabal of hip hop that is distributing drugs all over the fucking nation, nigga, that means that certain artists that you see that should be hot and ain't, that probably is why they ain't. Right? That could tell you why certain things happen and why certain things move how they move. Why is look, let me just pull up this video, because dude talks about how Puffy and
well, I was gonna do the thing, just
I don't want to pull up
watch that other you want to
I don't want to pull up the whole video. We can try to. It's a 27-minute
because what I was gonna do is have you pull up the video from when we get to that part,
okay,
or whatever, because the Vibe is saying the 7 most shocking claims from Rolling Stone's expose on Sean Diddy Combs. Does that seem like a good way of doing it?
Absolutely,
like kind
because
of
you're gonna hit some
whatever.
points, and whatever point.
Yeah, so we can just do it like
whatever
that.
they don't hit, we'll go back over.
Right.
We can get
So, but because I'm pretty sure that they go into that on their, points. But like the fact that there's like 7 bombshell things in that Rolling Stones article,
there's more than
is
7.
yeah,
There's
right,
way
right,
more than 7.
yeah. But like we can hit up the main points. It says 2 years ago, Sean Diddy Combs was honored with a standing ovation as he accepted the Lifetime Achievement Award at the 2022 BET Awards. Just last year, he accepted the Global Icon Award at the 2023 MTV VMAs, where his children stood beside their music mogul dad on stage, describing their father as a little bit of strict, a little bit of fun. Ultimately, star Jesse James and Chance dubbed Diddy as the best dad ever. Christian Combs added that he's watched his dad since he was young and described himself as a businessman's biggest fan. Although the 54-year-old may have been a superhero to his children, for others, he's been the immortal villain in their story for years. God damn. An immortal villain is like some anime shit.
That's writing, ladies.
That is some that's some anime shit.
Yeah.
It is
That is like, bro, an immortal villain. That's some crazy shit right there.
Set it up. All the heroes, like set it up.
yeah. Yeah. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Jesus Christ.
Thanking God that night and a list of people who have contributed to his powerful and successful career, including Cassandra Cassie Ventura, whom he was just seen assaulting on video early this month. Diddy asserted, "Anything I do is through love. That's what I evolved to be, and that's what I'm doing right now." I'm just going to take this chance to just like, again.
Hold
on. That's it right there. So as he's saying, anything I do through love, that's what I evolved to be. That's the evolution. This image should be he evolved to be some type of thing.
This is when he started calling himself Brother Love. And so that's what the significance in that is.
Yeah.
He started calling himself Brother Love around the same time that took place. The significance in what he was saying in that statement. It's because he's trying to distance himself from what he knows is a reputation that he's developing, because what people ain't talking about is, he did beat his son's football coach, wide receiver position coach, with a fucking kettlebell at UCLA. Christ. So we know that happened. That was on camera. You know what I mean? So like, and this is all around that same time is what I'm trying to point out. He's trying to create this image of like, yo, I'm Brother Love. He made an album, a Brother Love album. So
here's my thing. And Bill, let's put a pin in this, because I want you to expand on this a little bit.
Yeah.
You say it he might roll on somebody bigger, right? How much bigger does it get in the hip hop game than Diddy? This billionaire who's been the music exec for 30 years. So there's that. But I also wonder if he is consciously lying about evolving. But to me, it sounds like he's the kind of guy who believes that's who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's lying to just say like, oh, I did this, but I'm gonna, I think he actually thinks, even when he gave that apology, as baloney as it was, I think he lied about getting the help. Yeah. But I think he legit believes that suffices as penance. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm interested in that. How high do you think this could possibly go? Who is bigger than Diddy? You know what I mean, so to speak.
Great question, because first of all, you're absolutely right. Dude is anyway, you're absolutely right in everything you said, but who is higher than Diddy? If we're talking about the implications that he is a drug dealer, essentially, like he's a drug distributor, then that means he got a boss. And if he's a part of the Black Mafia family, that means his boss is Big Meech, and his brother, I can't remember his name. Is it Chris or Terry? Damn, I can't remember.
It's Terry.
It's Terry, his brother, Big Meech's. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh no, Terry. Diddy T, how do you feel about
Oh no, I'm out
that? Diddy T, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, those guys sell drugs for like, so it's like, okay, Black Mafia family, BMF, they were known for selling drugs. They go to prison. Who do you think they were selling drugs for, or selling drugs from? Like buying their drugs. They buying their shit from somebody. They're not making it. So there's always a bigger fish. There's always, and also he could also give them the network. You dig? So he don't have to just give them somebody bigger than him. He could give them the network, and they could end up getting in that network and infiltrating whoever is up higher up the line than that. It's just now the FBI is not concerned about that. FBI is concerned about things that they can really focus on, which is in the United States. Right. So now maybe that's a D. Maybe that's a D. See, that's what he's doing right now. He's checking up on the package.
He's deleting the info. He's like deleting the.
But yeah, so yeah, there's always somebody to go up higher up, but yeah, but even without going higher up, yeah, like I said, he could just give them the network, and that would probably be enough to get out of jail. You know what I mean?
Okay. I want conversation from everybody on all of these claims here. I'm about to go to those right here. Yeah. The first claim here, Diddy's abuse allegedly dates back to college. Allegedly, Diddy's violent and abusive behavior started long before he became who he is known to be today. Several women who attended Howard University with the super producer shared with the outlet that they saw signs of a controlling and abusive personality decades ago. I mean, is it hard to get into Howard? Because I feel like it's hard to get into that. Like, you know, is it hard to get into Howard?
Yeah, nigga, what? Yes, it is really hard to get into. Yeah. It's hard to get into any of those prestige.
Like that's like, you know, always anyway. Per allegations, there were incidents involving unwanted touching and fits of rage on campus by Diddy and women he was interested in. One woman claimed that she kept as far away as possible from him after he caressed her back without warning. Another former student claimed that Combs flew off the handle after she called him out for cutting the cafeteria line. Additionally, which is like just so, I don't know. That's some high school shit. Additionally, another former student alleged that Diddy would repeatedly harass a young lady by tapping on the window of her English class to get her to skip class. She would tense up when Combs appeared. A former student who sat next to the woman in class told RS he just had a weird controlling thing. I felt like she was fearful.
Sheila, come on,
Sheila. That's actually super weird because, like, how are you doing that when somebody's already in class? Like, you can't get someone to skip class when they're already in class.
It's exactly what I just did. You in there talking to everybody. You talking to everybody. I'm in here like, Sheila.
Yeah. I'm giving my fucking presentation.
It's a power move.
Yeah. That is insane.
Presentation. I'm giving my presentation. I'm like in front of the old whiteboard, and I get.
I'm not gonna lie
on the glass.
If I'm in my 20s and somebody does that shit, if I'm like a nigga in my 20s, we in college, we in class, and a nigga does that, I'm gonna think that shit's probably one of the coldest things I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Not that he should be doing that to pick up a bitch, but just like one of the coldest shits I've ever seen.
Yeah, so like. This is kind of like
knocking on the door. He don't give a fuck. Like that's what I would. You know what I'm saying?
It is like so ratty, but it also like
everybody's going and they just come outside, girl.
Yeah,
the professor's just going off trying to take a test. Come outside, girl.
It is like,
I know, man. The college professor in me kicks in at this point. I think like that is not, like, yeah, no, bro, you're about to
It's
fight
never
with
gonna
me as a
happen.
professor. Before we even get to the student, don't be doing
Yeah.
that shit outside my window, bro. But I think the big thing for me is I'm glad we're providing this context, because if that is right just at the beginning of all this shit, bro, there's so much you have to get away with, because already to me that is such odd behavior that we need to stop him right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he's already
Right.
like, it's already too much at that point.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is where it gets odd. It's odd, but I could also kind of just like, account this as just like weird high
The
school to
college
college
thing,
type of
yeah.
behavior. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
which-
motherfuckers just way too turned up. But let me just get to the part of the article,
thought it was cool.
and then I want everybody's opinion on like how this takes a turn here. He had a weird control thing. I felt like she was fearful. In another incident in Howard University, an anonymous woman told the outlet that she witnessed Combs outside of their dormitory screaming belligerently for his girlfriend to come outside. The sources added that shortly after Diddy, who went by Puff at the time, so he went by Puff in his Howard University days, which is like so interesting to me. I don't know. But was heard and seen attacking his then girlfriend outside, literally whooping her with his belt. Puff is out here acting crazy. He's beating her. The fellow students recalled he screamed and hollered and acted a stone fool until she came downstairs. Said another Howard University student who witnessed the alleged attack. She claimed he appeared super angry and was screaming at the top of his lungs, and that he whooped her butt, like really whooped her butt. Speaking to the terror written all over the victim's face, the woman added she was trying to defend herself a little bit. She was crying, and we were telling him, get off of her. We were screaming for her. Okay, so that's like that's just claim one right there.
That's insane. Yo, I just want to chime in on here because, like, bro, like, like there is no acceptable or whatever, what I'm saying, way in which this could happen, right? But I think, like, when you're beating somebody with a belt, right? Like, like I think the normal crazy person might slap some or whatever, but for you to take your belt out and start beating, there is a level of you can't touch me that comes with that. It's so crazy to me that I can't. That's not even like he lost his cool and slapped somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like on some.
He's just used to that shit.
Yeah, like you feel like you can get like it's. I don't know, man. It just.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's some old school bitch. You better get your ass down here, goddamn it! What the fuck wrong with your ass?
Yeah,
like I'm trying. Like he grew up like that.
Do to me. There's nothing anybody can do to me.
You grow up like that, like
he grew up like that. He grew up on that side.
There's no way that. But also, let me just also say this: there's plenty of people who grew up like that and don't act like that.
I don't like act like that.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure we, what I'm saying, give it all perspectives on it. But because I'm just saying because it's a choice.
He grew up different though.
But he had to have seen that to think that that's okay on any level, right? Mm-hmm. You don't develop constructs of life on your own, right? Like that's a construct that was built up in his mind by someone else. So yeah, it's a good point to bring that up that he had this is learned behavior, but at the same time, like we were saying earlier, even if you're an adult, even though you're in college, you're an adult enough to know you're not supposed to be outside late at night beating your girlfriend in the motherfucking quad with fucking belt on her butt, like you her daddy and she 7 years old or some shit, like like shit today. Beating your daughter at 7 years old in the middle of the street somewhere, in the middle of the yard somewhere, nigga, that going to take you to jail.
I mean, yeah. Like, what are you talking about? I'm gonna pass it because, like, we're talking about the transition. The transition between that because like there for a second I was just like, oh yeah, this is some like, you know, college boy type of behavior, but then it transitions into that type of account. But yeah, I want to go around the horn. Sarah, let me get your thoughts a little bit on that.
I mean, I would imagine that he grew into a person who saw that as a small victory. He did that and got away with it. So this like ego probably like grew and he became this powerful, sadistic, I mean, top dog. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about when, because somebody out there is watching, gonna say, why did she go downstairs? You know what I'm saying? Like, she was in the house. Why did she go out the house to deal with the dude in the first place?
I mean, usually,
because, you know, there's people out there gonna be like, what was you wearing? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. What did you do? Type shit. So how do you feel?
I mean, to me, it's kind of like just a girl falling on the sword so that she can just make this stop, you know?
Right.
Like she's getting so
alleviate the problem, like it, you know.
Like she just threw herself a grenade, try to make everyone else feel better, you know?
Well, I guess like it's also the thing about like there's like witnesses and people all around and shit. Like
tripping me out, like all these witnesses, like nobody went to campus police, nobody reported this to anybody, no one, like, and especially like the knocking on the windows during class. And I felt like he probably dated multiple women during college in his 4 years there. So it's like nobody saw this dude was a problem or did anything about it. Like, just damn. And why do you keep getting multiple women, even though you're known as a fucking terrorist on campus? And I'm gonna tell you why.
Well, hold on, because I was gonna just pass it to like Terry, because I was gonna pass it to Terry after Frothy.
No,
you
that's what I had to say about it.
That's it. Okay.
Well, no, I was just saying I had a theory as to why he, you know, felt that way. I mean, why he was able to do that stuff, and it's because Puffy's daddy is a big time gangster. Everybody know that, and I think that he was probably able to supply certain things on campus at Howard. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of people coming from big time nerdville households. You know what I'm saying? Never really did a lot of stuff. And, you know, ain't got access to stuff because they far away from home. And I think he was able to probably provide a lot of things there that with, you know, and like we were talking about earlier, he's a promoter. He's, you know, he's getting into that lifestyle early in the game. So that little bit of tinge of I got access to things you don't got access to will sometimes make it where people won't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Make it where people ain't. I don't want to mess up my gravy train to you know, tell on this dude just because of this one girl. You know, not saying that that's the right mindset, but that's how some people definitely going to approach it, especially you know what I'm saying?
Othelia says Diddy dad worked for Frank Lucas back in the day. So like, is this actually like changing my perspective a little bit? Like Diddy a little bit of a nepo baby?
A nepo baby, a nepo baby when you're talking about gangster shit.
Yeah, right.
So you don't want to be messing with a nigga who is like a nepo baby from business perspective. You could probably whip his ass, but a nepo baby coming from the goddamn tree of original gangsters, like original, yeah, you might want to like gangsters that like blow up your car and goddamn hang you in your sleep and goddamn make it look like you had an aneurysm when you was
throw you over the bridge and shit.
Throw you over the bridge, yeah, nigga, like that kind of shit. When you dealing with a nigga come from that bullshit, like come from that. We not talking about a nigga who has done it before. We just talking about a nigga who come from that lifestyle. Period.
Okay.
You know whose TikTok's been coming up on my screen a lot? Nate Boone.
Who in the hell is that?
Look him up. He's gonna horrify you and scare you. And like, if someone were to say, "I am the son of Nate Boone," you'd be like, "Don't mess with him at all."
You should not
put the link in the private chat so we can pull that up.
Oh yeah, that's Yo, that's not Hitman, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
Hitman.
Nate Boone. Yeah. I've never seen anybody talk about.
We definitely can
For some reason, he's been on like
touch
giving it
that.
little interviews and stuff.
The second claim is that Sister Soldier allegedly warned Joe Dickerson-neal about Diddy. Let me first and foremost, let me just say that like I love Sister Soldier books. Like I've read so many of them, and like they're not even like great or whatever. I just like her books so much. They're probably like the best in like the hood genre that like I can actually tolerate. But like having Sister Soldier, be warning you about that. And it actually like calls out The Coldest Winter Ever, which is like my favorite one of her books. But yeah, in the expose, it was revealed that Sister Soldier, author of the beloved novel The Coldest Winter Ever, warned alleged victim Joe Dickerson-neal to stay away from Diddy. It's noted that the New York Times bestseller declined to comment. Dickerson-neal told the outlet that she recalled getting a warning from Sister Soldier to keep her distance from Diddy, given his infamous relation. The former video vixen sued Combs for sexual assault in 2023 for revenge porn, and per Rolling Stone, her decision to come forward isn't about money, but to make sure the world sees that this man who rose to the level of an icon is actually sick and has left so many victims in the wake of his unpunished, disgusting behavior for years. She detailed that her relationship with him began when she reluctantly agreed to go to dinner with the budding music mogul in 1991. In 1991, she alleged that Diddy spiked her drink while they were out and later pressured her into smoking weed. She recalled feeling her legs becoming rubbery and being awed by Diddy, who she says also recorded the incident and paraded the video around. Combs denied the allegation at the time, stating through his lawyer that this 32-year-old story is made up and not credible. Mr. Combs never assaulted her. So I'm actually just kind of discovering this story. I had no idea that Sister Soldier is
for those who don't,
a part of it.
A little BTS. Most of our crew is very, 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 very busy, and we work really hard to get y'all this content. Go check out the Furioso video that just came out. Alex just dropped a review on it. It's good. Nerds at Night, Drunk Banthas. But because we all work on so much shit, my homies, this slipped under the cracks, man. Slipped through. Niggas didn't catch it. So I ended up putting niggas on the game like, yo. And then like I said, like Nine just said, he came in and he was like, wait, now what exactly happened? So it's kind of blowing everybody away. Some of what you're seeing right now is real life, first time like reactions, like
straight up takes.
Shingy just was like, you should have seen Shingy on some of them things you were saying. He about fell out the chair. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to hear some of this shit the first time. So just trigger warnings for throughout this video. You know what I'm saying? We really want to make sure y'all is okay at the crib. But like Othelia said, this video went from Diddy to something crazy off the rails, then back to Diddy. Like we gonna make sure we stay on topic, but this is a hard subject to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So y'all in a safe place. If you want anything you guys want to say it in the comments. Let us know what's up. But it's not an indictment. It's hard to talk about it because it's like it's not an indictment. This is just a leak that the feds put out through the media. What's the other? Because I can't see it on here. What's the next little charge or a little moment?
Yeah. Like I think that one just kind of like caught me off guard because I was like, Sister Soldier.
Oh,
what
yes.
the fuck?
Yeah, man.
That's been That's pretty crazy.
1991, like you said, 1991.
And shout out to Amber Corinne, who is the writer of this particular Vibe article,
Yeah,
and
shout out to Amber.
not the writer of the one, but it's Martin Scarelli. Scareller? No, Martin Scareller is the original author of the Rolling Stones article.
Yeah,
right
shout
here.
out to you, Marty Marr.
Marty Marr. Number 3, Diddy allegedly attacked a woman in his own Bad Boy office. So Kirk Burroughs, Bad Boy co-founder, partner, and president, shared that he once saw Diddy attacking a woman inside his Bad Boy office in 1994. This shit is just like so crazy, just because it's like how it just spans across like decades. It's pretty intense. And allegedly, an ex-employee told Rolling Stone that she and Burroughs had to tear Combs off of a woman after hearing screams and the sound of shattering glass. The alleged victim declined to comment to the outlet. The first manager of Bad Boy's recording studio, Felicia Newsome, added that she once had to restrain Diddy from beating his girl's ass after a fight broke out between two women. I'm holding Kim by his waist, saying, "You need to calm down. This is not your fight," she recalled. Another former intern, April Lampros, made claims this month that Combs got violent with her in the past and even forced her to her knees to perform oral sex. Whoa. I mean, that's R-ing someone. She claims that he sexually assaulted her on 4 different occasions. According to TMZ, Lampros claimed that in 1996, Diddy ordered her to his apartment where she was introduced to Kim Porter. She alleged Diddy drugged her and Porter, then forced them to have sex as he masturbated.
Now, Kim Porter
is
wife at the time, or would be his wife. Yeah.
Whoa, be his wife.
Yeah, Kim Porter is she
is currently suing him for battery, sexual assault, and infliction of emotional distress and gender motivated violence. Is that Kim Porter that is suing him, or is it Lampros?
That's what I was trying to say.
Lampros'
Porter was his wife, and after they got divorced, some years later, maybe about 10 years later, she mysteriously passed away after when it was alleged that she was going to snitch on him about some shit that that she only knew. And you got to imagine if someone like Diddy had a divorcee, like how far do you think he's letting that get out of his hands, right? Like how far do you think she's actually getting out of his little circle and network of control? Because I would think that she was being treated like Cassie was. I know y'all don't know about Kim Porter, but Kim Porter died at a very young age, out of nowhere. And even when it happened, people was like, yeah, she died in her sleep. And even when it happened, people were like, yo, what the fuck? And that is literally what started making people look into Diddy and start putting shit on YouTube. I think she died like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Kim Porter?
Yeah, Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-wife. Here, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't it like kind of weird how like she kind of passed away? Terry, you muted.
It says her cause of death was lobar pneumonia.
And she wasn't even sick before that.
Well, yeah, like it wasn't a
she wasn't sick, she ain't had no colds. She just woke up one day or wound up one day and with she went to bed and had pneumonia all of a sudden and then died.
In her own home.
Yeah, in her own home. What year did it say she passed away, Terry?
2018.
Yeah. So yeah, we ain't even talking about no COVID type shit. That's what I was trying to make sure. Is like we're not talking about no COVID mysterious shit. Like, nah. We talking about that this lady had issues with this nigga for years, back and forth. But of course, they were married, so and have kids together. So multiple kids. So I think they had 3 kids together. So you're talking about somebody who has to be in this nigga's life, regardless of like, what she has going on, like regardless of how fucking fucked up this nigga is. Like, she has to be in this nigga's life. He has videos of her on freak meets and shit, like freak offs. You know, he's got videos of her sex with other people that's not him at the time that they married. So therefore, he has ways to then blackmail her or make her look bad in the court when they go to child custody and all that shit. So you're handcuffed. You know what I'm saying? You're handcuffed by a nigga who has power. And I just feel like she was getting ready to do a Cassie, which is what Cassie, you know, Cassie had happened to do it a little bit. Well, she probably didn't tell nobody she was going to do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, reports are that Kim Porter was telling people that she was fed up with Diddy, telling people that she wasn't fitting to deal with this shit. And she probably knew, knowing that she, you know, knowing Diddy as long as she did, she probably talked to him any kind of way.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yourself in a position where allegedly.
Could I show April Lampros? Is that's who?
Who just
Lampros? That's who's been suing her. That's suing Diddy right now.
Oh yeah, I mean you can show her. I mean, she's in the if she's in there, like show her.
Right there.
Okay.
April Lampros.
The one.
So like that's what they're alleging, and that whatever that it's been, you know, kind of crazy. But that also happened in what they're saying is 1994, which is interesting. So like this is a 94 picture. It looks like an old 94 type of photo.
He got his t-shirt tucked into his
that's what did it look like.
Yeah. Around that point or whatever. So it's
I think with sorry, just to chime in, I think the part of to the way Diddy eulogized Kim Porter after she passed away, even for folks who didn't really know what this was but had heard some whispers of their issues, you know, it sounded a lot like the Cassie Apollo, you know, like when somebody's like almost like doing too much, where you're like, okay, bro, what are you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Where it's kind of like too much, but not enough, kind of, you know, whatever that is. That's the way he eulogized her, you know what I'm saying? After she passed on, it was like, Diddy, we know that shit wasn't all gravy. When you say it like this, it makes it sound like you're trying to get in front of something, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that we got here where people are saying that there's other stuff. I mean, already the background suggests that, but even the way you eulogize it, it's almost like, bro, you know, there is no way that is not a doctored statement coming out as the eulogy, right? Because, you know.
Right. You know what? I'm gonna hit y'all with my Shannon Sharp, because I'm gonna just tell you, you know it. A hit dog will holler. My grandmama used to tell me, a hit dog will holler now. Okay. Okay. A hit dog will holler. Hey, I'm gonna hit you with this thing. You know what I'm talking about? Hit you with this thing. Because nigga, if you know, did nobody ask you all that? Like, why you was it? I know what you're talking about. Like, he who doth protest too much.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It's too much of that. You know what I mean? And that's what I was saying about the apology video for Cassie. Like, nigga, you apologize, and nigga, first of all, you can't even according to the lawsuit, the settlement, he can't say her name, she can't say his name in the public.
Okay, so that like why he didn't address her directly, like
exactly, because he can't. Okay. So then why even say the fucking apology? You know what I mean?
Okay. Let me take this moment then to like just play the apology,
because the apology talks.
It was just like this.
Yeah, I didn't know how fast you was gonna pull it up.
I had to pull it up. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Nah,
No, listen. This is listen.
everybody watching and listening right now that you had to hear that bullshit. So I just want
I just want to tell you that this is exactly what I'm going to say to YouTube when I get a copyright claim. When I'm going to dispute it, I'm going to be like, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be a better man. I've hit rock bottom. YouTube, please don't demonetize my video. YouTube.
I seek out God. You know what I'm saying?
A therapist.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. You're like, every single thing. I swear I won't.
I got a new doctor.
Copyright again.
I changed doctors. I changed.
Yo, Frothy, you seem like you had some thoughts about that apology.
It's so gross. It's really bad. And he straight up said, I'm not asking for forgiveness.
Well, you know, I think that the most important thing is to realize that he was being, in his mind, he's being honest. I mean, he's being completely 100% honest. He thinks that he's not in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like he's looking at it like, everything's gonna be okay. Like
clearly he feels he has since redeemed himself,
right?
And deserves to be free and not do anything.
That's why he's not apologizing. He's not. I mean, he's because he's saying, I'm not asking for forgiveness. Nigga, that's what an apology is.
Yeah.
Use the whole Christian line about God and forgiveness, shaking my head. He ain't forgiven for shit. This is what you say every time someone hits their wife and claim to be better. Terry, what do you think about this one?
It was just like I was at rock bottom, you know. I was like, really? You're rock bottom where you didn't go to rehab, didn't report a drug problem? Like TMZ and all these news sources would have been all over that if that was the case of him hitting rock bottom at that point in his career. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
What the fuck? And then he's talking about I was disgusted with my behavior then. I was like, you didn't seem like it. If you were disgusted with your behavior then, and when she said you did all this, why did you call her a liar? Like if you were so
exactly,
if you were disgusted by your behavior in the past.
I think that's the point. I think that's the point that Bill was making earlier. I mean, Bill, when he was talking about the transcript of that whole thing, right? Like, at what point did you start to realize that you were fucked up in that moment? Because this transcript came out already like 7 years after this thing happened, and you didn't sound like you were fucked up at that time, right? You were like, yo, it didn't happen. It was all a lie. So did you only just realize now that this is messed up? Is that what we're doing? Like,
that's what we're doing. We're pretending that shit didn't happen. Like that's
wow. That's wild as shit to me, huh?
Because he knows it happened. He knows that you know it happened. He just feels like, look, if you just stop talking about that, then it won't matter. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro. And that's also how he was coercing dudes to let him pop that. You know what I'm saying? Take that. That's how he was. That's how he was able to convince them. Because, like, look, same way you're able to convince people that you should stay with them after you beat the shit out of their ass. It's the same way you convince motherfuckers to let you pop that thing, right? You assert control over them, or you assert your power over them in some kind of way. You prey on the things that they want or that they seek out, the things they want most in life, and then you dangle that carrot right in front of their face. Matter of fact, you don't just dangle it in front of them. You
let them taste it. You let them get a little sniff of it.
You gotta cook it a little bit and motherfucking season that motherfucker, and then you let them have a couple pieces of that bitch. And then that bitch hanging in front of them for the rest of their life, trying to forever get to that, doing whatever it is necessary to get themselves closer and closer to that goal. And man, like you can see the levels of control. Like I'm saying that intentionally, the word control, because like we was talking about Kevin Spacey a couple of weeks ago, right, or a week ago. Kevin Spacey, a lot of people wanted, were asserting that he was doing his shit out of being controlling, right? Like he's trying to assert his power over other people. But what we figured out is he was just a freaky ass nigga. That nigga was doing that shit when he was in high school. He ain't had like it wasn't about his power that he had in the social spectrum. It was just about he gonna take that shit, take that. And I think Puff Daddy's situation is borderline like serial killer type status. You know what I'm saying? Like he's practicing all of these assaults that he had early in his time period. You know what I'm saying? To kind of bring it back to the list. All of these assaults that we talking about were like practice leading up to what we are hearing, what he's alleged to have done while he was with Cassie. And what he does into the late 90s, early 2000s until now. So what we had 3? What was number 4 on this list here? Because I know which ones I know what is on the list. I mean, what's in the article, but I don't know what's on this list. So it's interesting to see it coming as it comes.
Number 4, Diddy slighted Biggie Smalls on a I fucking am so bad at posthumous Rolling Stones cover. Diddy has always been vocal about his love for Notorious B.I.G., but according to sources, the Can't Stop, Won't Stop rapper slighted the late rapper from getting a posthumous Rolling Stone cover. Burroughs claims that the magazine approached Bad Boy with the opportunity for Biggie's legacy, but instead Diddy wanted the spot. I was telling Sean, let's make it Biggie. You still have a chance, for a cover in the future. Burroughs recalled, to which he says, Diddy responded, no, he's dead. I'm putting out Combs' debut album, No Way Out, in July. I need to be on the cover of Rolling Stones. Combs ended up on the 1997 cover of The Pub, titled Puff Daddy, the New King of Hip Hop. Right there. Which is so like strange.
It's so strange. It's so fucking. Is it meta that Rolling Stones is reporting on Puffy strong-arming Rolling Stones? And
that's right. Yeah, it's exactly. It's like, yeah, he bitched us out. He bitched us out back then. Like, yeah, we let that shit happen. But he's no longer with us.
Right.
Like, he's no longer a correspondent on this. Combs ended up, new king of hip hop. The expose also touched on how many felt that Diddy capitalized off of Biggie's death in 1999. Diddy sort of backed those rumors as he told RS, I think his passing added to the fame. At least 2 million of the nearly 5 million copies of No Way Out sold were due to his death, straight up. And that doesn't necessarily feel good, but it's the reality. Whew.
And they had the Every Breath You Take song that they did. Like, that shit is a mega. That's a mega hit. And they did the music video. Niggas didn't even really know who Puffy was like that for real. And then all of a sudden, he's singing with Sting at the MTV Music Awards the same year that Biggie dies.
Low key, though, that performance was fire. If there's any room to say anything at all,
No, we need the jokes.
apology.
We need the jokes. We need the jokes. Let's get these off real quick because goddamn, the choir was amazing. He had a whole bunch of kids. They had the Harlem Choir, the Harlem Church Choir, up in there singing. Everybody, Lord have mercy. Stang was up there playing the bass. Stang wasn't even doing nothing. He wasn't even fucking with the Police back then. You know his band, the Police. You ever heard of them? They good now. I'm trying to tell you, you ain't said nothing slick to a can of oil. That motherfucking performance was amazing. He was wearing all black.
Yeah.
Faith Evans came up out the back with the fucking spotlight here. Every breath you take. Boy, stop. That shit was amazing. But also tragic to know that it was. Yeah. Oh my God. I'll be missing. Like, you know what?
We already out there. Okay, hold on. Melanie Murray says artists ratted out themselves. Rolling Stones ratted out themselves for sure. Murray said, I didn't know who he was till Biggie died, but I remember that MTV performance.
Yes.
Sting was standing stage right. Okay, let me see if I can find this performance.
Man,
I can't.
Okay.
I need the I'm gonna pull it.
Melanie, let me tell you something. You are my new favorite person. Okay, you got the new favorite person in the chat. Because
Actually, like, I'm not sure if, like, you know,
that's right. No.
Melanie, have we gotten you on stream before? I don't know if you've joined the chat.
Are you a long
this might be your first time, or are you long time?
First time caller.
Cass is actually joined.
Are you a first time caller, long time listener, or are you a first time listener, first time caller?
Flattered from Tennessee.
Tennessee, what up? What up?
We got someone knocking on the door. But
shout out to everybody in Franklin. Shout out to everybody in Nashville, Memphis. Where else? Where was we at? The other place we was at in Nashville. I mean, in Tennessee, where they had the wedding.
What performance was it? MTV. What?
It was the MTV Music Awards. I'll Be Missing You with Puff Daddy featuring Faith Evans and Sting. She's right, absolutely right about him being on the.
He was sitting off to the side. Yeah,
stage right.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got someone.
Hold on.
We got someone
ringing.
Oh shit, we got someone in the. Okay.
Damn, they hitting the button.
We got someone. A new member, actually. We got the whole form going. It is Cass.
Hi.
How you doing?
Shout out to Cass.
We are talking about the diddler right now.
That's right. We're talking about the diddler. Glad we can get a female perspective, another female perspective. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. Because, you know, it is a bunch of dudes in here talking about, like, this stuff, and we need to get some perspective.
Frothy is like kind of like pissed because you just said another female perspective. Like,
I said another.
We've been trying to.
I said another female. That ain't.
You said we. Okay, never mind. You know what? Know what?
Women aren't a monolith. Okay. Don't try to
you quick off. You're like, fuck all this shit. No, women are not a monolith. And right now we are actually, Cass, you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Hi, I'm Cassie. I don't know how to introduce myself.
Well, yeah. Why didn't you? No, this is your guest. You should be introducing your guest when you.
Oh no, this is all of our guests. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying, but you invited your guest, so you got to be like, yo, because this is the Bantha Bunch show. You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to invite her into the crib, and then you're supposed to be like, yo, this is my homie.
No. The chat's already doing it. You know, Morgan's already on it. Welcome, Cass. We're talking about the diddler. We're doing that whole thing.
Supposed to give a better intro. The amazing, the intelligent, the wonderful,
the drunk,
the
Cass.
Cassie.
We're talking about the diddler. Right now, you're joining into a little bit of an awkward time. We're talking about how you know, Diddy was at the MTV Awards, and this was what year? This was,
I don't know.
did you guys say it was like 99? Or I
It's
can't
the same year
remember.
that it's the same year that Biggie died. Biggie died, I think, in like April or May, and then oh man, I'm about to cough. But anyway, in the what?
Oh, you did cough.
I did it anyway. But
Okay. Melanie says 97. That's what's up.
97,
I think.
Ophelia said the fifth Bantha became employee of the month because
Of that welcome right there. He saved us all. Right here.
When it's real, feelings hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel giving you.
So just knowing that like he's doing this whole performance, knowing that he is also like
that fucking choir,
like, you know, jumping on knowing that like he's completely capitalizing on the death of Biggie Smalls
and this woman's husband, that, you know what I'm saying, like
ridiculous.
Faith Evans
right
stage singing about her husband.
Right. This is a fantastic performance, though. Holy shit. Like, this is like, they don't even do this shit like this no more.
No, this shit is fantastic.
They got like the sparklers and everything.
All up in the video dancing.
That is ridiculous. Right?
That was a ball, yeah.
That is so ridiculous.
I take it to the whole different level of all up in the videos, dancing.
Video dancing.
Unfortunately,
Now
in the videos.
I think, what did he do right before then?
Cocaine.
Like right before getting on stage to do that shit. Yeah, I mean, he probably
cocaine and a booty pop. One little booty pop.
he probably took the belt off, you know, whooped some bitch's ass real quick. Yeah. You know,
whose ass?
The choir kids. He was,
wait.
No, I mean, okay. Wait, is that like really the line?
For me, I'm right.
Okay. We got 35 people watching right now. Leave your like, comments and whatever in the descriptions below.
Your comments and your likes and your hates.
Yeah, comment your like and your hates. Yes,
we don't put enough hate. I feel like there ain't enough hate in our comments, man. People be saying nice shit, man. I'll be like, damn, nigga, say something about. You know, on Twitter, niggas talk about your teeth and shit. Somebody said something about my teeth one time on Twitter. I was like, God damn, I know I'm pretty. You had
you probably found them. Okay, so again, we are just going through like the
Kim Porter
right here. Meet the Combs. Hilarious. Meet the Combs.
Ooh.
Hilarious. Angry. Meet the Combs.
Ooh, I like that. That may be the new title of the video. Meet the Combs.
Your son's a sick man with thick thoughts.
We got number 5 right here. From
number 5 in the top 7 of these. If anybody's joining us right now, including Cass, we're going through the top 7 bombshells of the new Rolling Stones expose about Sean Diddy Combs. And I think this is going to be a long summer for Diddy. I don't think this is going to be the last expose that we hear of. But number 5 is Diddy allegedly broke a chair over late music exec's head for dating his ex, Kim Porter. Another shocking allegation that came out that in 2000, Diddy attacked late music executive Shakir Stewart with a chair. Per sources, the late model and mother of his twins, Kim Porter, began dating Stewart, who Diddy had disdained. I'm gonna add Chingy back to the stage. Began dating Stewart, who Diddy had disdain for. During L.A. Reid's wedding in Italy, the bad boy founder allegedly broke a chair over Stewart's head. Bro, that is actually insane. He left him bleeding on a hotel floor in Italy. Stewart's mother, Portia, stated he had to have stitches, and then Combs threatened him, "I'm going to kill you." That's when I said, "You need to get out of this business. This man is crazy." That wouldn't be the first time Diddy sought vengeance over someone else dating a former girlfriend of his. When Cassie began dating Kid Cudi in 2011, Diddy allegedly told her that he would blow up the rapper's car, which Cudi confirmed in a statement to the New York Times last year. The rapper said, "This is all true," when asked of the incident. So dating.
Sorry, I have to do that every once in a while to break up the crazy psychopathic nature of everything. And you just got to have a.
Let's go around the horn about all of this,
that was heavy.
and especially since we have now that we have two women's perspectives.
Let's let Terry
go. Okay, yeah. Terry, what do you think?
All right, this will be my last Diddy one, and then I'm out of here.
Okay.
That's just crazy. Like, so the thing about the Kid Cudi car, did he actually blow up the car? Did that
blew up the car?
Happen?
Yeah, that
he said he was going to blow up the car.
We're saying he said it. Like, so was there a car explosion?
Let me explain. Diddy threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car, and then his car blew up. And Kid Cudi's people confirmed that yes, Diddy did threaten to blow up his car, and yes, his car did blow up. They never said that Diddy did it because that would be snitching. But what they did was they answered the questions that was asked.
This is all true.
So all of it is true. So yeah, continue.
Okay, yeah, that's just fucking crazy.
I mean,
what else are you supposed to say? That's mob level. That is like you said, Black Mafia. Didn't they used to always go? Well, I guess that was more of Biggie always saying Junior Mafia.
Junior Mafia, yeah. But this is all before Biggie. Technically, this is all before Biggie. Like the shit that we haven't even really got to Biggie until just recently.
Well, like this whole part right here is basically about all of the drama that just like dating one of Diddy's exes can bring you, right? So like I'm just like kind of curious, like Terry, if someone was dating an ex-girlfriend of yours, would you blow up their car? Would you see them and then break a chair over their fucking head?
Probably. I mean, probably.
Like
no,
exactly. Like
I don't have problems like that.
It just depends on which nigga it was, to be honest.
Or like it really depends on which ex. Then it's just like, ha.
Also very, very much.
I had a really close friend because he dated the wrong ex. I was like, I told you not to do that, bro. So you learned the lesson, didn't you?
Right. Okay.
But yeah, no.
I fuck Bounty. Terry said,
"You're out of here." All right,
like
Terry T pins, everybody. If you want your pins, link in the description below. I'm going to have some new ones all summer long. Peace.
In the description.
Cassie, Cass. It's so weird calling you Cassie, knowing like this whole situation. Cassie, kind of like same question regarding like, actually like it's framed in a different way. Have you been in a situation where like an ex-boyfriend was about to like just like, okay, breaking a chair over someone's head? That is like so fucking crazy,
civilized, man.
Because that is like any goddamn object you can find at the time.
That's better than
like just but like you probably would have shot him if he had a gun. Like, because like if you're breaking a chair over someone's head, it's like I'm looking for any object that I'm going to be able to use against this motherfucker. Have you ever like what do you think about this situation?
It's just so possessive, like so gross.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't make me feel good. And then knowing that it's causing other people harm, it would make me feel like if I'm stuck as a woman to someone that isn't shit. Because I know that it's going to cause anyone else that I care for harm. Which is even for the woman. Because then you're stuck to a shitty person, you know, especially with how much money he has and how much power he actually had at that time. Like, I'm glad that it's all coming out now and he doesn't have that.
Good night, Melanie Murray. I know we going late or whatever. So
thank you for fucking with us. This is an emergency when people got to go get drunk. Like 11 o'clock, you got to go get out.
Yeah.
Go out. It's Friday night.
Yeah, for real. And then Shingy, your thoughts?
So yeah, man. I mean, of course, I don't think we need to belabor the point about how insane all this is. You know what I'm saying? It actually sounds to be in line with everything else we've been talking about today. Like, yeah, if there's anybody I would imagine breaking a chair over somebody's head, is this guy who was whipping somebody with a belt in college over
Right.
His behavior is pretty consistent, as messed up as it is. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the stuff that patients. I think most people, you know what I'm saying, breakups are tough, you know what I'm saying? I think we all have one or two that really like put us over the edge, you know what I'm saying? But I think there's other ways that we deal with it, you know what I'm saying? We might, unless it's like a very personal, like your best friend slept with your girl or something like that, which is, again, but
crime of passion.
Right. Exactly. Which this just sounds like somebody else who was in the industry. You know what I mean? That's how this is being said.
This sounds like a crime of passion, but it's also like Cassie was saying, it's like a crime of control. This nigga.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's exactly
in this girl's life. I almost said in this bitch's life. And she got, damn. God bless the dead. You know what I'm saying? God damn.
I really gotta stop calling bitches. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, who are you guys?
Look, at the Bantha Bunch, we do not promote any of the things that Nine just said.
Yeah.
Sometimes bitches are bitches. And we will say bitch on this show, goddamn it. We will, goddamn.
Sometimes niggas are bitches too.
But let's burn through, because I mean this nigga Diddy is a bitch. So by the way, we go ahead and make sure we say that as well. Yeah. So what's number 6? Because I'm like, I'm curious.
Well, I was trying to get Frothy's opinion on this too, though.
Frothy don't care.
That's crazy. Like, no, I have never been in a situation like that.
That like like your the next boyfriend is going to be like acting like crazy on some real like just some weird
over the head. That's extra crazy. That's not regular fighting.
A chair over the head, but it just seems to be just like like where do you get over? Because it seems to be like any person that you have dated seems to be getting it.
Well, let's just also point out the fact that this is at L.A. Reid's.
This is in Italy too. Like
this is in Italy at L.A. Reid's wedding. My guy, this is at L.A. Reid's wedding. If y'all don't know who L.A. Reid is, he is the guy who brought you Babyface. He's the guy who brought you Usher. He's the guy who brought you Pink. He's the guy who brought you a litany of fucking people, including TLC and all kind of other motherfuckers.
Yeah, so that like actually makes it more wild because like like you should just expect to see this motherfucker or whatever, and I don't know. And it's so weird.
L.A. Reid, the little brother of Quincy Jones. Just so that's how motherfucking mega. Oh my God! Like I'm getting flabbergasted because I'm like, L.A. Reid is that nigga, okay? So, and a very powerful mogul. So for you to go into his space and just be like, I don't give a fuck about none of this. It's on site. When I say it's on site, it's on site. So,
do you think
that's just wild?
Do you think L.A. Reid? Do you think Diddy is as close to a peer as L.A. Reid has, or vice versa?
He would consider him not what are they not call a peer, but it's another word for it. He's like I wouldn't think he would consider him his peer at this time. At the time that this happened, I don't think that he would have considered him a peer.
You're saying L.A. Reid is at a higher level than
Way higher level. Way.
Othelia says, did he bring in Lucian down with him?
Who Lucian?
Lucian.
Who is Lucian? Who is Lucian?
That's like another big like mogul producer dude, right? I can't like
I don't know everybody. I don't know everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know everything. It might surprise you.
It's a little tough. It's a little tough. But yeah, to like, you know, it's difficult because like a lot of these guys, like, you know, I can name like Diddy, I can name like DJ Khaled or like all of these like boisterous like producers that are like in the front game, you know, like actually be okay. So CEO of Universal Music Group. Okay. So Lucian.
The most recent time we've heard about Lucian prominently and Othelius, you can fill in the gaps here, is that when Kanye was talking about F Drake, he was really going on about like, you know,
Lucian is part of that shit too.
Cool. Yeah, that's
okay. So it's on the Lucian shit. Okay, so yeah,
I'm trying
Drake put on. Okay, that's the CEO that Drake put on. That's a crazy statement. But,
we need to, Drake on, not that Drake put on. That put Drake on.
You know,
put Drake on, right?
You know,
I mean, but like so, we're gonna
hold on. I'm trying to develop a theory. Okay,
you got your theory.
I got a theory that when Puffy had all this shit happen to him, that's the reason that all the beefs is starting right now. They coming out. Cause like everybody like, yo, that nigga gone. Fuck it. He ain't gonna come up and knocking on my door. Cause you know, Puffy beat the shit out of Drake one time. Slapped the shit out of his ass. Cause he was talking crazy. So I think now that the big kahuna is in prison, or, you know, basically going to prison and escape the country, fled the country. I think that that's the reason Kendrick went after him, knowing that, hey, I know you a part of the Papa Booty crew. So I'm coming after you, nigga. I'm coming after you.
That was scary.
I actually kind of like believe that.
Yeah, it's the music. It makes
a
you
little
think.
Bit. Yeah.
Music makes you think. Music makes you think it's real.
I'm like, whoa, okay. So yeah, meet the Grams, meet the Combs, yeah, for sure. And then Diddy's former private chef alleges he requested a post-coital meal and greeted her naked. That's okay. So that's like I don't even really need to
weird. That's not weird. Hold on.
What?
There's got to be more to this to make it weird. Because
okay, do you want to? I'm gonna read this.
Is just a good, polite thing, right?
A post-coital meal.
That means for y'all who are at the house, that means consensual sex. That's what that is.
Coital. Yes.
Coital.
Yeah.
Consensual sex.
Hey, Bill, you're assuming that the person he's had sex with is the same one bringing the food, right? Is this how it goes? 9, read it to us.
No. Okay, yeah, so
what's happening?
All right. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna. But okay. All right. I'll read this. So it says Combs was sued for sexual harassment by his former personal chef, Cindy Ruda. According to the expose that shared more details, in 2015, Ruda worked for Combs and claimed that he regularly asked her to serve him meals while he engaged in sexual activity. She also said that the former Revolt CEO once requested a post-coital meal while greeting her naked and asking her if she liked his naked body. According to the former staffer of his, she once was taken back to see Diddy engaging in sexual activity with model Gina Quinn. She claims that upon the discovery, she dropped the food on a table and ran, reportedly. Ruda's lawsuit dropped the food on the table and ran. I'm sorry. Ruda's lawsuit
New country song.
Arbitrated.
That's one of my.
It's just chicken and waffles just going.
I don't know how they keep getting the titles of my songs, but that is next one of my songs. Lawsuit on the table and ran.
Ruja's lawsuit was arbitrated and settled privately. Quinn, however, made claims in 2019 that he physically abused her and offered her $50,000 to terminate a pregnancy. She allegedly, why am I talking so weird? Pregnancy. She alleged that the disgraced hip hop icon once shoved her to the ground and dragged her by her hair in 2018, as well as stomped on her stomach. I will then again refer to very much of this. This
so
sounds
right after he did this, or right before he did this, he had just did this to this other bitch.
like, yeah, like it seems to be his go-to. Like that's his combo move, apparently.
Well,
or
yeah,
whatever.
I
You
can
know what I'm
whoop his
saying?
ass.
Like that is
That's the
kind
only
of crazy.
I can kick his ass.
So yeah, it's kind of like revolving a whole bunch of different things here. I don't know how. It's getting hard to talk about this shit, to be honest. Just because. Well, yeah. Let's go around the horn again.
That one's whack sauce, but I thought it was gonna be something different, and because the title is misleading. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, it's just
a little misleading.
Headline. They want you to
like, yo, if,
come
you're a
over
chef, if that kind of shit happens to you as a chef, or you know what I'm saying, like that shit is wild.
Sounds like The Idol. Remember in The Idol when
Very much The Idol.
goes and smacks him, and it's just like, oh, what? Yeah,
man, it's on popping, bro. It's on popping. I'm fucking
because like I think we all kind of wish that we had our personal chef, and like honestly, like when you say like, oh, I want a post-coital meal, that seems like regular for like celebrity. You know what I mean? Like that seems like so. Like, is that what you're saying when you're saying like the title is pretty whack or whatever?
So what the title insinuates is that there was a woman who he had sex with, and then he offered her a meal afterwards. But what you find out is, it, you know, in the details, it's a chef who he not only at the very beginning said, hey, can you cook while I'm fucking and watch us fucking? And she was like, no. And he was like, okay, cool. And then after he like got through fucking, he was like, hey, so you want to come in here while I'm fucking? I know you heard that shit. You want to come in here and cook while I'm fucking? And she was like, no. And he was like, okay, cool. Can I get some pancakes? And then
right. Okay. I'm gonna go around the horn.
Then he walked out with the butt naked. I'm saying, then he walked out butt naked, like, where are the pancakes?
I'm gonna go around the horn.
So, right here. So how do you feel?
Yeah.
Are you right here? Are we already right here? So go ahead.
I was having trouble not laughing. I feel really bad about that, especially like at the end when the lady gets kicked in the stomach. Like, but the whole meal was like
that is so tough.
That's really fucked up. But the whole meal part is like it's all funny until she gets kicked in the stomach.
Yeah.
Well, I can find funny in it. I just think
like I think it's all funny until that.
It's all funny. It's always fun and games until somebody gets kicked in the stomach.
Right. Anything? Hold on. You want to add more to that, Frothy? And also post-coital. Actually, for both of you, post-coital meals. Good, right? Thumbs up, thumbs down for post-coital meals.
I'm not really. Sure, why not?
I'm gonna give you my top 5 post-coital meals right now. Okay. Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Wow. So you're homophobic?
No, and then and then so I said Chick-fil-A. Then it's IHOP.
Can I do the digs?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I got the one right here on my thing. Yeah, but you can find one.
It's not where's the date?
I don't know where it is on there.
Why is it not actually? Okay, never mind. You. Oh, actually, I found it. Okay. It was number 1.
Well, I'm going 5. That's number 5.
5.
Then number 4 was IHOP. Number 3 is gonna be House of Pies. Number 4, Number 2 is going to be Millie's. And number 1 is going to be Millie's.
Okay, well,
Give me my thing. So
it's number 2 and number 1 is all okay.
No. So then number 2 is going to be myself. Damn.
What? Okay.
I cook.
I thought you were making a dirty joke.
No, I cook.
What are you doing?
Like, what do you mean? Okay. That was like a weird mix of form there. Okay. We missed it for a second.
Y'all nasty. Boy, y'all.
Missed it for a second. Okay, let's go around the horn.
Yo, did you say Bill, did you say Millie's? What's Millie's? Is that
Millie's is a great restaurant here in California.
Okay.
Breakfast food.
If you're ever here in Los Angeles, just come hang out with your boy. I got you.
It sounds a lot like what we call corn in other parts of the world. It's like, yo, that's a very strange thing, like Millie's, Millie.
Oh, no, I got
like, okay, bro, you're going out for corn.
Sounds like Anna's house.
Mm-hmm.
To me,
breakfast.
right? Yeah, some breakfast food. Is it like?
Yeah, it's breakfast.
It's breakfast food. Yeah, Cass knows what I'm talking about.
Close.
Shingy, around the horn. Thoughts about this? Chef situation. Also, post-coital meals.
I'm a virgin, so I don't have post-coital meals.
Okay, yeah. Every meal that you've had has been pre-coital.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You can give us your pre-coital meals too.
Yeah.
You want just my favorite food? And
Yeah.
and Cass, you don't know me enough to laugh at that. You don't know. Maybe I had an accident where I lost my penis. You can't. Second thing I want to say is, Bill, shout out to finding a girl who humors your nonsense, bro, because you're on the same page, bro. I'm like, oh my god. Anybody else would be like horrified by this.
Hey, we just be. I just take that as a compliment. You know what I'm saying? Because
for real.
We be out here podding. You know what I'm saying? Nobody pod like we pod. You know
but my opinions on this, I think it's, first of all, I didn't think it was anything mundane, because just logically it wouldn't make it on the list of 7 things if it was just him asking his girl for a meal afterwards. You know what I'm saying? That would be pretty mundane compared to everything else on this list. So yeah, I mean, it's messed up, right? And I think it's really right along. It's not even like sexual or deviance. It's really like a power play. There is no reason for that, because you really could have the food made and just be waiting for you once you're done, or you could have, you know what I'm saying, you could be fully dressed by the time you get it. The whole idea of being naked, or like saying, you want to do this while we're having sex, it's all power play, right? It's very much everything I hear adds to this megalomaniac sort of image of him. That's like, I'm controlling everything around me, and whatever I say goes. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it's messed up, and it's really just continues to paint the picture that we're talking about. Yeah.
Yo, can I read this one? Because it's so true. Othelius said, I'm gonna read his whole name. Othelius Maximus said, Bill can't be a lawyer for a serious case because he'd have the whole courtroom cutting up. It's the truth. I had somebody laughing over the weekend. I was trying to tell something serious, talk about something very serious, and niggas was just not hearing.
I mean, that's actually a tactic. Some lawyers, get the jurors like on your side. Charisma on that shit.
Well, it's pretty good.
Cass, same question. What you think about this whole thing with the chef post-coital meals and all of that? Like,
well, how do you feel?
What you think?
I agree. Like, it's a whole power thing, because I mean, when you have that much money, you can have room service, but to request that, like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
Do that. Where you feel like you need to do these things in order to feel powerful, when you have that much money and you still need to do this amount of things.
Yeah. When is it enough? When is it enough to where's your ego at that point where you need to what, like, you know, I guess it was well, what do you think about the the whole section where it says, I dropped the plate, dropped the food on the table, and ran? Like, that's kind of intense, isn't it? Like,
So uncomfortable.
well, let me ask you this: what do you think was on that plate of food? Like, what do you think was served?
It was waffles. Like, why is it always breakfast?
It was probably breakfast, right? It was probably breakfast.
It's breakfast.
And also post-coital favorite food.
I think it's breakfast.
That's
Why-
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Yeah.
Where's my shit at? Breakfast is breakfast is really here. You know,
Breakfast food. Okay.
This is the best place. Oh, that's why I said
Food.
pancakes, baby. You know, I'm talking pancakes.
Right. Okay. So we're at the end of the list here.
Yeah, man. Let's get to this.
Goddamn, thank God.
Just listen. I hit damn near anything that I was going to talk about.
I mean, but like, it's like the kind of confirmed facts, I guess, that sources and everything.
This is bullshit.
Diddy was allegedly jealous of Tupac and Biggie's friendship.
Oh God,
this is going to be a bomb. I feel like right here.
This is worst
I'm
thing.
gonna read this full thing out.
I'm glad this is the only thing that I've had on my list.
Burroughs shared that Diddy had a certain jealousy for Biggie's friendship with Tupac ahead of their rivalry. He alleged that Combs wanted a friendship with Pac, but the death row rapper wasn't interested. Pac didn't have any kind of respect for Puff, added 90s photographer Monique Bunn, who had personal relationships with Biggie and the other Bad Boys artists. She also claimed that Pac felt that Diddy was a corny executive and that he was on the sidelines jealous. Burroughs also shared that Diddy encouraged Biggie to write certain songs that felt beefy. Reportedly, Diddy had, I think beefy is in the terms of rap beef. Reportedly, Diddy had released Biggie's single "Who Shot Ya" in 1995, as it was clear that it would be viewed as a shot at Pac. Biggie was adamant that it wasn't. Tupac responded with "Hit 'Em Up," pushing the narrative even further that there was beef between the East Coast and West Coast rappers. That's very interesting. Unfortunately, the California love wordsmith was murdered at the I hate when they do this. Unfortunately, Tupac was murdered at the young age of 25 in 1996 in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, with Crip member Dwayne KVD Davis being charged for his murder decades later. Davis made claims that Diddy offered him $1 million to kill Pac, which Diddy denied. 6 months after Pac's murder, Biggie was killed after attending a Soul Train Music Award after party in Los Angeles.
On Wilshire.
So this has been kind of a conspiracy. Well, like
this is one of the main things that I had on my list.
Okay.
This is one of the main things I had on my list. It's one of the lower things. So, like they said, Tupac was somebody that Puffy looked up to, right? Before Diddy, he was Puffy, right? So Tupac was somebody that Diddy looked up to. And before Biggie got all big, before Puffy got all big, they were like they insinuate here, he was very infatuated with Tupac when he did the I Get Around. I Get Around was done before Tupac went to prison and then got signed with Death Row. He was still with Shock G and them. So he's looking at it like, yo, this nigga's really talking hood shit, but also getting a pop like vibe. Let's do that with Big. Like, that's what we need to do with Big. So when when he approached Tupac, which Tupac was really living in New York, really basically at the time. When he approached Tupac, Tupac was like, "Yeah, I'm not fucking with this nigga. This nigga's weird. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's a cornball. I'm not fucking with that nigga." But he became best friends with Big. And this is before all of them are famous, and y'all probably seen the bullshit movies and shit that you know depict the moments in which they would have been cool. But like these niggas was really, really cool. As a matter of fact, Tupac was dating Madonna. And so they used to go back and forth to Madonna's crib and kick it over there. People don't know that shit. That's why they was able to kick it down in Manhattan a lot. That's why a lot of niggas was able to kick it down in Manhattan like that, like rap dudes, because they wasn't making money like that. Like motherfuckers didn't really start making money until the 90s. Anyway, so but Big and Tupac become real cool, but like that's because they both know that this nigga's corny, and they used to kind of not pick. I don't want to say they picked on Puff, but you know, niggas like us, we like to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It's like blah blah blah, blah. Yeah, nigga, yeah, look at your shoes, your goofy ass nigga, like whatever. They was like this nigga corny. So anyway, long story short, what's his name? Haitian Jack was involved in the shooting of Tupac. And he was also involved in the vape case, YouTube, it's vape case that Tupac was in. He got implicated in. That was a setup. And everybody knows that Haitian Jack is a street dude, right? Who was also affiliated with Puff in little small ways. But Tupac got shot in that elevator because dudes who knew he was going to be there set it up. Now, what's been alleged is that Puffy had something to do with it. That's just like always been folklore, like the fucking boogeyman or fucking Bigfoot. But hearing it in a fucking like a geared up indictment, basically an indictment, hearing it in a federal document, nigga, that's crazy, son. That is crazy. Like, I'm just telling you, we're hearing shit that we've heard about for 20 years. And now we're hearing that it's actually true. Like, dude, they call you a conspiracy theorist when you talk about this shit 2 weeks ago. Now this shit's real. It's just crazy to me. I just wanted to point that out. There's a lot of other things I wanted to point out, like how the sex slave that we was talking about earlier in the video, he actually has a whole 27-minute video in which he describes all of the drugs that they're talking about selling. He describes being beaten and raped and forced to have sex
vaped. Yes.
Oh yeah, vaped. He was also vaped. He was vaped. But yeah, like we're talking about the assault that they're talking about might be him. Because I'm telling you, he told them he can get the video for all of the things that he's talking about, but it has to be without them like arresting him and then taking him and then raiding Puffy's house.
Right.
Telling them all of this shit. He basically tells you how the fucking case is gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
And like we're seeing it all trickle down right now, and I think it's just insane. Sarah, how do you feel? Then Cass, I want to know how you feel.
It is insane. I don't know what
you gotta talk into the microphone.
I don't know what to say about all this.
Well, I guess it'll be before we lose the plot, like that's just on number 7, you know, just like
that was 7.
It all makes sense.
Tupac, Biggie. Like, do you feel like that? Yeah, of course he was jealous.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. And he is corny.
Yeah. That's like one of the lines that I really like. That was just like in quotation marks, undisputedly, this person said Diddy was corny. Cornball shit.
Cornball, nigga. Yo, and shout out to all you niggas who think cornball is new. You know what I'm saying? Cornball been going on since 1926.
You done?
Yeah.
You done, Sarah? Frothy?
Thank you.
Okay. So
Literally,
Cass, again, the fifth man says, Cass, it's an odd first episode for you to hop on, but still want to know what you think.
I mean, actually, like, it does make sense because there isn't, I mean, if you weren't, it fits for someone that's not secure within themselves on this of a power trip to feel this insecure
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and act in this way.
Mm-hmm. But like acting this way to the point of like, you know, because I feel like all of us kind of have been inundated with this open secret of that, like, you know, Puff had the, you know, he either killed Pac or he killed Biggie or he killed both of them.
Both.
You know,
No, it's always been both.
It's always been both. But like, you know, the theories have always been out there that he's been, you know,
People
either killed one or the other. Right?
People used to say that Suge probably killed Tupac, but what we found out over the years is that Suge really is just like a big teddy bear. He's just bigger than everybody, and he's really good at intimidating niggas. Like,
you ran over that guy though, so I don't want to give him a pass.
You're right.
No, that was an accident. That dude was his best friend. He accidentally ran over him because of another person that was a threat. That was actually an accident.
Okay.
But that's
Well,
a whole podcast. That's a whole other podcast. But
yeah, for sure.
But Shingy, how you feel about this, man? Like,
you know, and the thing that I'm finding out, and this may dovetail with what Cass was saying just now, that like I think, well, I don't know if it dovetails or not, but you know, let's see if I don't know if that it did dovetail, but I'm drunk. No, no. All this, right, is again like an egomaniac or megalomaniac, right? This kind of guys. A lot of this is, it sounds like a normal enough sentiment for a normal person to feel, combined with a ridiculous action about it, right? So the idea of you feeling jealous when your girl is the hottest girl in the game and she's dating somebody else who's maybe, you know, in a similar line of work, I think that's gonna be standard, right? I think a lot of people can identify with that. Smashing a chair over their head or blowing up their car is what we're like, all right, you know. Same thing with like if somebody brings, if somebody's been like your protege or your homie and so forth, and all of a sudden they start spending time with somebody who does all the stuff that you cannot do, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people would feel like, but you know, it doesn't go all the way to like, oh, we're gonna kill this guy, you know what I mean? So I think like that just leads to this idea of insecurity and control that this guy has, you know what I mean? It all adds up. None of this, knowing what we know now, right? Read this whole list is shocking in a jump scare kind of thing, you know. But it's not. It's no longer surprising. Everything that's said here is kind of like, okay, that seems to be within the context of who this guy is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's like kind of funny because like we always hear about like, you know, I grew up thinking like Hollywood was this crazy place, and then I kind of grew out of like, oh, you know, like people are just people and like it can't be that bad. And then I realized how bad it could be. And yeah, like, so exactly what you're saying is like, yeah, this shit is just like kind of par for the course for like, you know, there's so many Diddies out there right now that we can't even fathom that are in this space.
Well, that's the big thing, right, Nine? And I'm sure we're building up to this. That all right, so we have the Cassie expose, we have these rumors here and there and so forth, right? But like
not this Cassie, by the way. Not this Cassie. Not this Cassie.
Yeah. I thought this was just Cass. All right. Yeah.
Not this Cass.
Indeed. Right. But it's like all this stuff would be so jarring for any of us for it to remain like sort of like a rumor that this happened. You know what I'm saying? It'll be out there, which suggests to me that the amount of buy-in, and I think Bill, maybe earlier you were saying you were alluding to this, the amount of buy-in that needs to be there for these to remain as rumors is like industry-wide. You know what I'm saying? Like it means there's a whole, everybody is in on this. If you smash a chair off somebody's head, and at LA Reid's party, all those people know it. If Kid Cudi's people are saying like, yeah, we believe you blew up the car, all those people know it, right? So it's like if all those people left Bad Boy in the ways that we know them to have left it, it probably means they knew it. There's so many people who are like, this doesn't look great. I mean, of course, it's fuck Diddy, you know what I'm saying? But like, this doesn't look great on like
for like everybody involved, because like how does this shit go back from like 1999 and you guys got this shit under wraps? Like why is this the moment that you're waiting for to come out with this information? But like at the same time, it does, like, I feel like become a snowball effect, right?
Well,
but it looks like you got a clip or whatever pulled up.
I do have a clip, but I was gonna say, to your point, the Me Too movement is what literally kept helping this. Yeah, literally helping
the Me Too movement. Right.
You know, black folks just found out about therapy like, about 10 years ago. Nigga, like, now started doing that. Nigga, like,
whenever Charlamagne came out with his book, really.
Right. So like, people start, really getting into it and really start feeling their feelings and realizing like, oh, there's a way I can do this without actually suffering any repercussions, or feeling like being brave enough to get that shit off your chest. And like also the threat of losing your life, because that's what I want to bring up right now. Y'all remember Making the Band? I believe his name Freddie. Yeah, Freddie from Making the Band. He explained in an interview recently like why he ended up leaving the group. And I think if I got this right, because I was trying to do this and listen to y'all at the same time. So if I did this right, this is the reason he actually left the band. He wasn't in the Dave Chappelle sketch. I hope you can't hear this goddamn dog. Jesus Christ.
Damn. And he was like, yo, Playboy Money, what you think? Nick told me some shit about and what's so crazy is if a nigga threaten you like this, right? You laugh at a nigga like, man, get your funny ass from by me, boy. I'm gonna shoot you in your you know what I'm saying? This nigga threaten you, it hit different. You hear what I'm saying? Like, and I'm a gangster. Like, I done been in real shit. I done seen it. I ain't gotta talk about it.
I missed it.
Like, me and them niggas done went through real stuff.
I missed it. He threatens to kill this nigga.
Yes, bro. Yeah. So it's like everybody.
But I want to
around was like, I guess, of some time walking on eggshells around me and shit. And
I want to get to the part where he kind of
is like, and he was like, yo, Playboy Money, what you think?
This right here.
And he told me some shit about and what's so crazy is if a nigga threaten you like this, right? You laugh at a nigga like, man, get your funny ass by me, boy. I'm gonna shoot you in your you know what I'm saying? This nigga threaten you, it hit different. You hear what I'm saying? Like, and I'm a gangster. Like, I done been in real, I done seen it. I ain't got to talk about him. To tell you, ain't nothing he can show me that I ain't seen. You get what I'm saying? So when he said this to me, it hit a nerve. It was like, it was on some shit. Like, one day I woke up, I was in the mood. I'm in the studio, I'm snapping, whatever. I don't want to be with you.
Okay, hold on. I think he's actually about to explain it now. But he basically talks about how he got Diddy threatened his life, and he and he was like, shit, this nigga actually can do that shit for real.
Right. Yeah. Get up on that shit.
He can he literally he said, hey, look, nigga, I could buy your whole block back home, nigga, and cut off all the lights in your whole neighborhood and have somebody kill your ass as soon as you walk outside.
Yeah.
Like, and he was like, damn, like when you hear somebody else say that kind of shit, you just laugh it off like, yeah, whatever. But when you really think about it, when a nigga like that says it to you, he could buy your block. Your block don't cost as much as he spend at the strip club. You know, he could cut off all the lights in that bitch. And he could have somebody kill you just to turn their lights back on.
Right.
You know, and so yeah, after that, he literally just got on a plane and left. Like
that's an insane thing. And yeah.
And this, like, I'm just saying, this nigga was on television. You know what I mean? Like these niggas,
like doing all the interviews.
And so he ended up taking this nigga aside while they're recording a television show and threatening his life. You know, and that made him leave an opportunity to really, you know what I'm saying?
That's so harsh. That's so harsh.
But how do y'all feel about that story? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Well, no, like, because like I believe it, and the fact of the matter is that like when you're able to get someone in the space of like an interview topic, especially like the way that you showed it right there, is like this is like the most replayed moment or whatever of that interview or whatever, you know that you got like something that's like this is kind of interesting, where it plays a bigger piece, or it's like a big piece or like a piece to a bigger puzzle or whatever. Gosh dang, I am. You know how I was like reading super well earlier, but now I can't even like. But all I'm saying is that like there, you know, even if it is a lie or whatever, there's like some type of truth in that, where like it kind of like fundamentally adds to the credence through like all of these other stories that like okay. Bro, you can just call me out and just tell me.
It's way funny when it comes through the chat.
It only sucks because he's like a college professor, so it's just like, you know, I'm getting graded on the spot or whatever. But I don't really know how to. Well, for me, I'm kind of already oversaturated right now. I definitely want to do follow. I feel like we'll be talking about this all summer or whatever.
We'll definitely be talking about it on Thursday, the Bantha Bunch show. That's when we normally go, you guys. Thanks for everybody who is watching right now, because I mean, there's so many people watching.
We got almost 40 people watching at the moment, and definitely love you guys for tuning in. It's been a late night, and it's been a random ass night.
Yeah, so we will be talking about more Diddy stuff. It's the Diddy Report. The Diddy Report. We bringing it to you live every Thursday. The Bantha Bunch. Every Thursday,
always be Diddy.
7 p.m. Pacific time. 7 p.m. Pacific time. Every Thursday, dog. If that's hard for you to remember, just go on over to Instagram. Follow us on Drunk Banthas, at Drunk Banthas. Follow us on Twitter, which you're watching right now, or Drunk Banthas channel, or Nerds at Night. I mean, you got so many different ways to make sure you keep up, man. So go ahead and do it right now. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, do all that shit, man. Make sure. God damn, man, it's an iPhone. You know how to use it. It's a Galaxy, whatever you got. Y'all know how to use that shit. We ain't got to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's hit us up.
Cassie, do you want people to stalk you and tell people where?
I don't think she's like social media ready right now. Like, actually, you know what? Look at me being Diddy right now. Actually, yeah, I'm being Diddy right now. I'm just like, come on now. Okay.
Yeah, calm down, man.
You know, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Go outside, nerd.
You know what I'm saying? Calm down.
I mean, I don't think I'm very like active.
It's okay. We'll have you famous tomorrow. You just go ahead. No, I'm just...
But
you don't have to if you don't want to. I was just asking if you want people to find you. Where would you? You know.
I'll put it in the comments.
Okay, yeah. You can find her in the comments. It's gonna be exactly. I like that. No, fuck that. That's perfect. You can find her as in the you know what I'm saying. You can find her in the comments. She's gonna put it in the comments, and that's all. That's the only way you're gonna be able to find it. So you gotta go
in the comments.
Exactly. You got to jump in the comments. I like it. I'm not mad at it. Shingy, where can the people find you?
All right, shout out, man. If you look up Shingy Mavima, I'm on a bunch of stuff, you know. So yeah, Google that. If you see a name that says Kenzie Mavima, that's my alias. It's not across the platforms, though, so I don't, you know, but Shingy Mavima will bring me up. Please follow me on YouTube in particular. Subscribe to my channel. I got some music, poetry, and commentary that I put out there. So yeah, indeed.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Lil Frothy, where can the people find you? I knew the answer.
Me.
I knew the answer. I just wanted to ask. She was like,
cut that bitch off.
She's not fucking with it. She wasn't fucking with it. But you can find 9. Where can the people find your side? You're on mute. I can't hear you. I can't hear anything you're saying. I don't even know how that happened.
Okay, I guess that didn't come out. No, I'll find you before you find me. But you'll probably come across my channel on 9 Nerd Yards. That's the YouTube shit. Or you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, or Discord, or Twitter. You know, just hit me up, hang out, whatever. You know, just talk to me or whatever. I'll be, you know, being graded by my professor here, and we got these books going. You can find a leak on Amazon.com. You can find Pashana on Amazon. It's that book right there. We be showing out for Zimbabwe. You know, honestly, we be just representing. You know, it's a random stream, but I'm glad that we got like, you know, about 40 people joining us right now. I definitely appreciate you guys. I know that it's been a late night, but thanks for spending their Friday night with us.
It's Friday. Look at all these comments busting down. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have been fucking with us, and we've been a part of y'all's Friday. And you know what? When we get back to the premiums, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna probably do this on the Fridays. You know what I'm saying? Like every other
emergency streams. Emergency streams are always fun.
Shit, man. People want to hear us talk, and you know they only get it twice a week because we busy and we have real jobs. So anyway, I just want to say, motherfucking thank you to everybody who was watching today. You can find me.
I was gonna press it for you too.
you got carte blanche to press it whenever you want to.
Open your mind. I'll hit that.
Oh man, like yeah, you get. Hey, look. Damn, just go through the list. The list.
Hated that. Yeah, just gonna go through all of them.
Yeah, man, like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't always like this over here at the Bantha Bunch show. We go over documentaries mostly. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all doom and gloom, you know what I'm saying? To anybody going through anything, make sure you call somebody, because you know, you know, when they say if you see something, say something, it really goes a long way. It really ain't no bullshit, you know what I'm saying? If you're going through something, you need to like, oh shit.
It's all right.
I just lost all of what I was saying. Hold on. That's my shit. Hit that shit one more time.
Right here.
You gotta hit it again. Hit it again. You gotta hit. Hold on. Now hit it again. That's it. That's all I need to hear.
That's all we can play.
That's all I need to hear. Oh my God. God damn it. But anyway, yeah. You can find me right here, Drunk Bantha's channel, right here. Nerds at Night channel. Right here, Drunk Banthas.
You're so drunk for that.
Me drunk?
No. The Drunk Banthas? No. Never.
No, never. Look, I'm just trying to wrap this shit up without being rude. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it out, get us up out of here. But yes, you can find us
got beautiful bean music
on all. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna let BTS. I was trying to find a song to get us out of here that's not gonna get us fucking copywritten.
I thought the Depot Out works.
Man, no, man. The fucking Kendrick shit got me flagged because some fucking ass.
No, this Depot Out right here.
It does work, but I was trying to decide whether to go with that or this other song that I got because I was trying to go.
That's why we got to make our own music. We're gonna make our own music.
Exactly.
Hey, y'all remember that? Who did that? We ain't going nowhere. Who sang that?
We ain't going nowhere.
Bad
boys.
So anyway, this has been chaotic Friday. I appreciate y'all, everybody who is here. If you're fucking with us, check us out on Likewise. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on all the motherfucking podcasts. Get your podcast. Who gives a fuck, man? Who gives a fuck? Just hit the like button and fucking coming back. Goddamn. Y'all know what to do. You're adults. We love your motherfucking ass, and I know you love us too. So you can go outside, nerd. We out this